think I'd like that on toast.
Yeah, that's how we do it.
It doesn't actually curdle, and there's never any chunks. And there's nothing solid. It just thickens up into like a pudding.
Yes, he puts like, I think it's like 3 slices of
It's
butter, like maybe a tablespoon and a half.
What's so stupid about it is like the way he pitches it is like not many people know how to make scrambled eggs. Even chefs don't know how to make scrambled eggs.
Really
Let me show you. This is how we make scrambled eggs. It's like, no, that's not scrambled eggs at all. You're just making these and pitching.
We made a dairy egg Jew.
You're talking about Wolfgang...
Gordon Ramsay making scrambled eggs.
Have you had those before? Have you tried them?
I want to try
They're
them.
amazing.
I bet it's amazing.
They're so creamy.
How much is that creme fraiche thing?
Creme fraiche?
Yeah.
Not that expensive.
It's sour cream.
Yeah, pretty much.
I want to buy it.
It's got a little different consistency.
Soured cream containing 10 to 45% butterfat, having a pH around 4.5. It's good. Sour is the bacterial culture, but it's less sour than
You
U.S.
gotta do it with
sour cream.
You gotta do it with the toast though, because the texture is like super creamy.
It has a lower viscosity and higher fat content.
Basically, sour cream yogurt for sour cream.
Sounds good.
Alright, so how do you think the sound is going to be with the AC running?
Probably bad.
Probably bad. I'm not gonna sweat. That ain't happening. Sorry.
We all just gotta project.
You mean you won't sweat?
I'm not gonna
Not
sweat.
willing to sweat.
I'm not gonna sweat.
I don't do that.
I'm not gonna sweat. Well, this will be the trial run.
Yeah, I mean,
So who remembers what happened? Did we just shop for 5 hours?
pretty much.
We shop for
Nothing
a while.
really happened. The only thing that happened is we went missing. Because of a Rhukaan thing.
That's right.
Rhukaan's back in town. Yeah, we have to like babysit him. Yeah, he's coming with us.
Babysit the person who tried to murder us.
That'd be a pretty fun NPC to play.
Chicken finger?
Italian.
What is it?
Italian.
I heard vegetarian. And I was like, you are lying.
I can see the sweet savory
Yeah.
pepperoni.
I can see the marbling on that meat from here.
Marbling on them peppers. It's a gun.
Hoo-ha!
Hoo-wah.
Does everybody have big 4th of July plans?
Nope.
I'm working.
Yeah. It sucks.
Bullshit, though. I want to be fucking open on 4th of July.
I just had, the liquor store is always open 4th of July too, but for some reason I'm just not working. So
Heck yeah.
I do not. I was planning on making no plans, and now I have no plans.
You going with Renee or something?
Yeah, I think we were going to.
My boss was going to pay me a $20 extra to go and
Oh,
because
yeah.
the guys like to go out to UV and
Oh boy. How would that be like wrangling them?
You gotta blow up some people for me since I'm not there.
We'll try. I think Kelly might come over, but any plans with Kelly are always 50-50, you know?
Yeah.
He wanted to play that game Prey.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that. Didn't it get pretty good reviews?
Yeah, I got pretty good reviews. It's got a weird mechanic in it where, like, you can possess any inanimate object. So, like, you can, like, possess, like, a mug. Like, if you, like, reach a doorway that's, like, you can't get through, you can, like, possess a mug on someone's desk and, like, roll through the tiny little glass slit as a mug.
That's cool.
Just, like, really weird things. Like, you, like, possess, like, defensive turrets and stuff, too, but... Yeah, it looks weird.
There was an H.P. Lovecraft-ish quote-unquote horror game for, I think, PS4. It's probably on Steam, too, called Canarium.
I haven't heard of it.
You might check it out. Might be kind of cool.
Canarium?
Conarium.
Canarium. Cool.
Canarium.
Did I even?
Did you check out that Chronicles of Mystara game?
Yeah, I showed them. I didn't show Michael, but
Banishment?
we gotta check that out. We beat Castle Crashers last night.
Well, that's
One go.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
It was really fun.
That's an awesome game.
I think so. I think that's the one you chose a while ago. Let's see here.
Possibly. But I haven't been here, so.
Oh, I think your charisma just went up. It was 3 before, now it's +4.
Here's charisma.
That's one of the big ones.
Oh, I kind of remember what we did. We shopped.
Shot to the drop,
Yeah.
and at night he went missing.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Building
inked
climb.
all over myself to create a diversion.
Oh, that's right. Quincy ate a bunch of dudes.
Oh yeah. Do you guys want to roll?
Sure.
Yeah.
Whoever rolls lowest has to recap. Whoever rolls highest
Oh, nat
has
20.
to. Nice. We have to answer something about
Oh, okay, yeah.
about Quincy.
17.
Seven.
Ooh.
This is gonna be the world's shittiest recap because I don't remember. We went to Goose Fires, we got some stuff, and yeah, so we were in Sharn. Somebody went to go see Mr. Bartleby. Rhukaan is apparently still employed, and we have to babysit him. Quincy turned into a werewolf. I shit my pants and ran away. And then Quincy turned back into a dwarf. That's all I remember.
That's pretty accurate, actually. Yeah, I can't remember who it was. Was it Ballstar that went?
Yeah, I went to go talk to Bartleby.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, the night ended pretty brutally as Quincy in his werewolf form or were-bison form. Were-buffalo?
Were-buffalo.
Dust buffalo. Were-buffalo. Murdered, what was 3 people? It was or 2 dead, and there was like a woman that you let go, right?
Yeah, I healed her or whatever.
Yeah, when you came to, you had her, and she was like all bloody, trying to get away, and you healed her and ran away. After you guys, after Quincy didn't come back for a little bit, you guys kind of tried to stake out the neighborhood near Sharn, and found some things going on. A couple, like there was like a watch patrol that called in an Inquisitor from the Church of the Silver Flame, so they were kind of giving you guys trouble. There was an Enforcer and an Inquisitor that were also looking out for it, but that was really, really late into the evening. You guys managed to shake the tail and get Quincy and go back to Thiesel's house, or his little apartment that's underneath a hookah lounge, where you guys all rested. I don't know. I don't remember. Did you tell Theisel what happened?
I think we did. Did we? Did we not?
I think so. Yeah, we did.
Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we did.
Okay. So Theisel was pretty stunned, but he made everybody tea, mostly just kind of calm himself down in his little like kimono as he went back to bed. As you guys all rested up, Quincy, you're still kind of dressed in bloody. All your clothes and armor or whatever is nice and bloody, and your armor is pretty busted up.
Yeah.
So, you guys awaken in, I'd say like late morning, like maybe like 11 o'clock, to darkened skies of Sharn. You can hear rain kind of pattering out outside the window, as it is pretty common in Sharn for there to be thunderstorms and rain. It's kind of a chillier, gloomy morning in Sharn. What do you guys do?
We never did the question. Sure.
Oh, right. Question for Quincy. Boop. I don't know if I have a good one. Oh, why? Which god do you worship and why?
I worship Helm, the god of protection. Because I actually kind of thought of a backstory.
Mm-hmm.
So I was I used to be a soldier, and I like one of my platoons or whatever that I was the medic for or whatever, just got completely all destroyed, and I was the only surviving member. And so, yeah, I guess that's kind of the main reason I worship Helm, is just because.
So you kind of swore to never let any of your friends get hurt again.
Yeah, I think so.
Super cool, awesome. So you guys wake up. It's pretty uncomfortable here. It's not a big apartment, so a lot of people have to sleep on the floor. On-off probably takes the couch just because he's on-off. And I'm sure he was the only person that was offered the couch.
It is.
Despite his dirty pants.
Oh, I changed them.
Can I put his dirty pants in the banana bowl?
Oh, no!
If you want, yeah, sure.
On-off looks like you.
They immediately, they still, there's a little shimmer of motion, but and they still look like the poopy pants, but as soon as you kind of shift a little bit, they all just kind of mush together, just into this banana flavored and scented mush.
It's got a shitty grain. How does
Get
it
the
taste?
magic bowl. Anything you put into the bowl becomes the consistency and taste of bananas.
Alright. Ballstar's going to use the Ring of the Grammarian. I'm going to cast Heal Metal on Quincy's armor to repair his armor.
Very nice. Yeah, it definitely works as all the armor goes back into the perfect fit form.
Man, so how do people taste? You remember anything?
Is it gamey?
I just kind of woke up with a salty taste in my mouth.
So like pennies?
Kinda, yeah. It's pretty close to it.
Yeah, I'm in there.
I don't know. I don't really want to talk about it too much.
Yeah, is everybody awake?
Yeah, Ballstar's up.
Yeah.
I assume so. You definitely know Thiesel's not awake yet. Being kind of a nighttime musician at this hookah bar, he stays up very, very late and usually sleeps till about 4 or 5 in the afternoon.
I'm going to sneak and creep around and look through his medicine cabinet.
Okay, absolutely.
That is a 17.
17?
Yeah.
You kind of creep the way his apartment is shaped. He's got his bedroom kind of out of the kitchen, and the living area is kind of one big space. But the bathroom is at a corner, caddy corner to his bedroom door that you can hear him kind of snoring in, but it's very, very close to it. But as you manage to pretty easily not creak any floorboards or knock anything down as you kind of go into his bathroom and open up the medicine cabinet. In the medicine cabinet, there's like combs and stuff. Like, of course, the bathroom itself is very immaculate. It's got like one of those vases with like all of the dried seashells and stuff inside of it, and it just smells like lavender. Like, there's no like hair or anything, even though he's like shaves like pretty often. Like, he keeps his beard very nice. Yeah, everything's immaculate. Everything's sparkling in the bathroom. You open up the medicine cabinet. Inside the medicine cabinet, there's like mouthwash and like a comb in one of those like blue liquid things that nobody really knows what they do, not even barbers. But there is like a couple. It's not like pill bottles, but there is a a small sack. Maybe about that big, like a leather sack that's tied with a dark red and brown stained like ribbon in a nice little bow. No markings or anything on it, but.
All right. I'm gonna look at it, see if I know what it was. Would it be like medicine?
It'd be a nature if you're gonna look it up. It's as you open it back up or open the pouch up, it's like this goopy, resiny substance. Like it's goopy. It's got a whitish tinge to it, and it seems to kind of pick up all of the dirt off of your hands and kind of like meld into the form. Like almost like Play-Doh, but like more resiny.
Okay. That's a 15 for nature.
Yeah, you can't quite put your finger on it. It definitely has a pungent floral smell to it, but you're not really sure.
I eat one.
You just like pick off a little piece of the Play-Doh and eat it?
Yeah, like take
Okay.
it.
It's not spicy, but it's like really intense. It kind of turns into like a paste in your mouth and like coats your whole mouth with this like floral, like sharp taste that as you kind of try to swallow it just coats the entirety of your esophagus, and you just like feel like you can't get it out. You can't smell anything but that floral sharp like
Did I like just
taste.
eat like the fantasy of the works? Like toilet bowl. Alright, I leave and don't tell anyone anything.
Okay. You step out of the bathroom like
How long have we been in Sharn now? We had to wait, what, 2 weeks?
I'd say about 3 days. This is probably the third night. Or that was the second night. This is probably the third day.
Okay. So when the blacksmith should be done with our armor stuff? Assumedly, right?
I said about 3 days, so it should be about done today.
That's all I want to do, is pick that up.
Cool.
Once we get
Did you pay? You paid for it already, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that shouldn't be a problem. Was it a shield and the armor?
Shield and a breastplate that's like a catcher's mitts breastplate, and like the shield is a big
Right. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you can pick it up. It's got a foldable down, like helmet-esque kind of thing, like that. It's padded, so it's got like that umpire like grid on it that you can like kind of fold down. You have to wear a hat backwards, but that's not going to be a problem for you because you have the infinite backwards hat.
It's a good look. Perfect. It's a good look.
It's because it's like wood, like metally wood. It's kind of like built in slats. Like, do you remember what the catcher looks like at the baseball game in Hook?
Yeah. Maybe just
Yeah, like Lost Boys kind of catcher.
Yeah, it's like that little reedy. It's like plates of wood, kind of like bound together with like fabric, so it's flexible over your form. You kind of like strap it behind your back. Really nice. and it smells like. Actually, no, you have no idea what it smells like because that sharp taste is still just permeating your sinuses.
Do I get my blue flame decals done on my armor?
Yeah,
Where?
absolutely.
So you said we got Rhukaan, huh?
Yeah, where did that leave off? Did we have to go back to talk to them again?
Did he come with us?
I think so. I don't think he did. Lucan come with us?
No, he didn't come back
We
with
had
you.
to
No,
confirm with
he just said I'll be seeing you soon.
So what the fuck you
Say
talking
what?
about, Lucan? Why don't we just fucking split?
We don't need to take his ass with us.
There was a good reason.
The reason was that if you wanted to babysit Lucan, he would be willing to induct you as full members into the Dark Lanterns.
Oh.
Yeah.
I just feel like we need like a higher authority. We're gonna be going in to deal with the whole Warforged army thing. So I feel like if we like ally ourselves up with Dark Lanterns, then
They give us that credit card.
yeah, we're gonna get that good credit card.
That'll take care of our expenses in hiring mercenaries to take into us.
That's what I mean. Like we can't. I don't like the idea of sneaking in to this place. So I think we need some help, some big fools.
I agree.
Someone's got his own truth, that boy.
Lukey?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
So what's the plan? We pick up Rhukaan and head out?
I need to get milk, eggs, and celery.
Alright.
Maybe a harmonica.
Celery seed.
Some kind of fresh.
Yes.
What?
You got Vaseline?
No, I think I'm fresh out.
Pick up some of that too.
Yeah.
How many
Okay,
rats?
hands.
You hear inside Diesel's room. Lubricant is in the bathroom mirror.
I'm a little chasey.
He said if you need lubricant, it's in the bathroom mirror. Now kindly shut the hell up, and I swear to God, on off if you play a fucking harmonica in my apartment, I'm gonna stuff it down your throat.
But I'm so sneaky you won't even hear it.
That doesn't make any sense. I'm going to bed.
Alright. Shall we? Bartleby's?
Yeah, let's head over there. Should we hide Quincy?
What?
You should disguise yourself or something.
He wasn't seen.
Yeah,
I don't
but
think
they're-
I was seen, but yeah, it's probably a good idea.
You were totally seen by the woman you let go and healed.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Terrance, can you pick me up?
I cast minor illusion to give him some friendly mutton chops and make the rest of his beard.
Okay.
The rest of his beard is invisible, and all that's left is a clean line from his ears to his mustache, and his chin is now bare.
I went over the mustache.
Yeah.
Rad. Just boop, clips that out.
Can we get a little better?
You kidding me? This is beautiful.
I cast minor illusion and I give him some sunglasses.
I got a shirt so he can wear. Wanna be a
He looks
rock
like
and roll
the
beat?
coolest Martin Van Buren you've ever seen.
Blues Brothers 2000.
I think that would probably only draw attention. But thanks.
Says the guy who ate 10 people.
It was like 3 that I know of.
And they all look
You
double sized.
don't gotta keep bringing it up.
Get out of here.
I can.
Just lock the door on the way out. Go upstairs into the hookah lounge. The big smoky. It's not open for the day yet, but you can see people are starting to prepare, like putting pillows out and the preparing the hookahs, making like a big brazier of charcoals for people to use. As you step outside, actually, as you're coming up from the basement, you see one of the, you presume the shift manager or something that's here at the that's here at the hookah lounge, talking to somebody at the bar. A man in just like a kind of like a windbreaker coat. He looks like he's just got like a tie on. He's wearing like dress pants and like shoes. And you see he's at the bar. He's got a notepad out. And he's just scribbling really quick as he's talking to the manager. You see that dangling from his belt, there is a charm, like holy symbol of the silver flame.
Move along.
Okay. As you guys kind of emerge, he definitely gives you guys a side eye, just like making like note of everything in the room. Gives you guys a kind of a long, hard stare.
Good evening, Sarah.
He's not. He's giving you a stare, but he's still having a conversation with somebody. He just kind of gives you a nod and goes back to talking with the guy at the employee there.
Ta-ta now.
What'd you say?
Ta-ta now.
Hello, goodbye.
Hello, goodbye. You guys exit out the door. He definitely kind of swivels in his seat to kind of look at you guys leaving, and the door shuts behind you. You exit out into the middle or lower Dura. Is that what it's called? Lower Dura. It's like the entertainment district. It's like the lower middle class entertainment district in Sharn, where the Suka bar is. It's not quite like red light district, but it's more like shitty community theaters and like bars. As you exit out into the street, with the rain kind of like pouring down, you can kind of see your breath. You notice there are not very many people. Everybody's kind of hustling and bustling, trying not to get super wet. But there's definitely quite a few guards around, as you notice. They're the only people that are standing still. They all have like their hats on, their caps on, or like an umbrella, and they're all just kind of like looking around, talking to people. And then there is the man in the frock coat that you saw the night before with the the silver collar, the big embroidered collar, who seems to be talking around. It was a man, like a priestly man with kind of wild red hair.
Can you invisible him quick?
He saw us, not him. We need to duck. We need to duck to a different street.
Yeah, I'm following.
So if you're all going to try to duck, make a group stealth roll.
Will bonuses be accepted?
Yeah.
So 14. 6.
16.
4.
2.
Oh man.
Yes, you guys,
That's a 50
on off.
That's a 57.
A what? 57. On off, I mean, as you would assume, on off is just immediately. He doesn't even guide anybody. He's just like, oh shit. And it's just kind of nature for him just to disappear. And not really think about anybody else. But everyone else except for on off, who manages to duck into a alleyway, immediately the attention is called of the priest is looking straight at you guys. You see him kind of squint in the rain as he kind of wipes off some of the moisture or whatever. He grabs a guard's umbrella, points at 2 guards to come with him, and starts approaching you guys. And he goes, "Ho there, travelers." He calls after you.
How far away are we?
You're maybe about 30 feet.
Oh man,
So who was there? I know I was
we
there.
were all there. Everyone but Quincy. I think.
And on off went to the rooftops.
Okay.
Was I
Okay.
technically not there?
I think you were there by default.
Oh, hello.
Hi there. Long night at the hookah bar then.
Yes.
Anyway,
I'm very tired. Such a
there was a
fruitless-
bit of an
fruitless
incident
night.
in the. Oh, sorry.
Such a fruitless night, so tiring, you know.
Absolutely. I can see that. What? I mean, I saw you last night. What were you guys out doing?
Wait. Is this the same guy from last night?
Yeah, that's that precinct, the Inquisitor. That was called up.
I'm confused.
We couldn't find our friend's buffalo. We searched for hours and hours, and we're just worried that some. Is there like an SPCA or something?
I'm sure if you go to House Fidelis, they would try to see what they could do. They're kind of specialized in
Could you point us
animals.
in the right direction?
Huh?
Could you point us in the right direction?
Sure. Actually, it's funny you mention buffalo, because there was a series of attacks last night, and from our accounts, seemed to be a buffalo that hurt some people really bad.
Oh no.
Terrible news.
This is your buffalo?
No. No.
It's never hurt anyone before. I can't imagine. It's not a carnivorous animal. It's an herbivore. I can't imagine why. Did it gore someone? Like, did it charge someone?
We're not at liberty to release any of the details yet, but
We do know it's easily provoked by children singing. Other than
is that a fact?
Other than that, it's a very peaceful beast.
Oh, that's a shame. Well, seeing as this is kind of a strong link, seeing you guys here in the same district and the common link of buffaloes, I think we'd like to take you down to Daggerhold Station for a little bit. I think some of the boys in green like to talk to you for a little bit.
John, how many people are with him?
There's 2 guards with him. They just look like Sharn guards. They're Sharn guards just wear kind of like leather armor. They have like really thick green cloaks, all like black and green. You can see the little clasps on their cloaks are tiny little daggers for the dagger hold. You're in it's like a district. There's different districts of law enforcement, and you happen to be in dagger hold.
How many other people are in the vicinity watching?
I mean, within like a square block. I mean, there's tons of people. There's not a lot of people watching. As a matter of fact, because you guys are kind of out in the open in the rain, everybody's like not really paying very much attention because everybody's getting bogged down by the rain, like running from place to place to get dry. The 2 guards are just kind of sitting there, look really grumpy because they're getting sopping wet because the Inquisitor grabbed one of their umbrellas.
Yes, we'd be happy to oblige. What time would be good for you? Maybe 1:30 this afternoon. We could stop by. You see, we do have an appointment with the Dark Lanterns that we must head to immediately.
Oh, I am afraid that won't be good enough. The sooner the better. As a matter of fact, if we could just go right now, I'm sure we can clear this up. We'll try to find your buffalo, and we'll try to clear this up as soon as possible.
All right, I'm gonna cast web on the 2 guards and the Inquisitor, and
Okay.
say we just run to Mr. Barley's.
Okay, so they get saves, right?
Yeah, DC 13.
13. Inquisitor makes it. Guard number 1 fails. Guard number 2 fails.
I'm gonna cast Hold Person on the Inquisitor.
All right.
That's a DC of 18. I think it's. What's the save?
Wisdom.
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 Can I finish him with my finish?
The Inquisitor got a total of 16, so he web shoots out of the alleyway as the 2 guards just they start screaming. As the Inquisitor turns to look really quick, he turns back and then just freezes. However, the 2 guards start screaming. And you can see that they're definitely starting to draw a lot more attention as a lot of the guards are starting to perk up, look in that direction, and like try to look through the rain. What's happening?
So 1:30 it is. We'll see you then.
I'm gonna try to climb on the rooftop again. Try to not be
Okay.
seen.
Just roll a athletics just to get on top. That won't be hard.
That is a 14.
14? Yeah, that's enough. Yeah, you find like a gutter drain that's like pouring out water at this point, but you manage to kind of scale it, get on top of some of the roofs. I guess there's not really roofs. It's like a whole city of like giant towers. We'll make it work. It's fine. You go through like balconies and like upper roads and stuff. You'll still be able to keep a vantage point of people down below as you are up above. Now, when you say we run to Bartleby's, you guys are in a lower district of Sharn right now. Mr. Bartleby's chateau is in the upper middle of Sharn. So like there's Sharn, if you can imagine, is like a ring, and then in the middle there's like a dot. That dot is like its own kind of island, although there's a whole bunch of ways going everywhere. But that island in the middle is where Mr. Bartleby's is, and like near the top, and you guys are on the side near the lower towers.
Can I try to direct the group from like a bird's eye view just to avoid people?
Yeah, you can certainly try. I can say they can get advantage to try to avoid people, but on foot to get to Mr. Bartleby's from where you are, it'll probably at least take an hour.
We gotta find a ferry.
Cab.
Yeah.
You gotta find what?
We gotta find like a transport airship thing.
You gotta get a decent distance away first.
Yeah. Well, we'll try to cover some ground so we get away and. find
Okay.
a place to get a cab safely.
So if you guys are going to try to like avoid people, I'm going to have you try to roll another stealth check with advantage now because on-off is kind of dispatching you guys.
Okay.
But are you guys all staying as a team? Are you splitting off or what?
I think we're staying together, right?
Yeah, I'll stick
Yeah.
with it.
Yeah.
Barzies rolled a 20.
Nice. I got a 15.
14.
I had to use lucky with 21.
11.
All right, that's definitely enough. With the group stealth, yeah, that's enough to count as a success. As you guys are all running, you can definitely start hearing yells of authority behind you. And I mean, you hear like general ruckus, but you can't really manage to hear anything out. As you guys are ducking and walking, walking quickly and sprinting when you can across different bridges, trying to like double back to like lose however you can. Eventually, after about I'd say 10 minutes of like really intense, the rain begins to pick up again. As you still are hearing shouts everywhere, but they don't seem to be near you or closing to you.
Got a cab.
Yeah, we gotta get an airship thing.
That's it.
Okay. You have to look around for a little bit to try to find. I'm going to have you try to roll a perception.
Okay.
Ooh, 14.
That's a 22.
27.
Damn.
19.
All right. Ballstar and Quincy definitely point one out. Far along the ridge, across a large bridge with a kind of like park benches and like a single tree, there is a small like sky taxi station. You guys kind of make your way towards that. Once you get near the sky taxi station, however, you start seeing whooshing figures above you. As a matter of fact, as you guys are kind of like getting through the street, one of you, the rain stops over one of your heads for a second, as just like dry. You're like, what? And then rain starts coming down as you look up, and there are 4 figures that are all just kind of like flying, humanoid figures. They're flying and just like cutting like jet fighters throughout the street, searching. It looks like.
Is there any cover, or are we just like out in the open?
You're not in the open. There's multiple different ways of like cutting into the towers, because like a lot of these streets kind of crisscross and like bridge and split off into these towers. So you don't have to be out in the open if you don't want to be. But the taxi station is out in the open.
Can somebody like make a disguise and like just stay out there by themselves, try to hail a taxi down?
Is anyone selling umbrellas?
Absolutely, yeah. There's 2 or 3 different stands in this little covered area. Just people selling umbrellas.
I bought one.
I buy one.
You buy 6 umbrellas.
Easily.
I'll pay you.
Yeah, I just want to huddle under an umbrella and
Hold it real close.
stroll slowly toward the taxi stand.
Just by yourself?
I'll follow him like a minute later.
Okay. What about everybody else?
I'll walk with Quincy.
Are you guys gonna like swing back?
Guys, I think we should split up. How often are these taxis coming by? Are they like, is it like a bus stop, or are there like a lot?
No, it's like individual taxis. So there was probably 3 when you first got here, but at this point, one of them has driven off. As a matter of fact, as you kind of squint to try to count how many taxis there are, you see one of those figures that was zooming through, circle back, break off from the rest of them, and land with kind of just like a poof, and kind of a skid. Stands up, wearing like one of those like 1800s like cloak capes, big thing, big huge duster. There is it looks to be a dwarf man, with a single huge black braid, and no like goatee braid, under like a hood. He's holding it looks like a rod, as he walks up to the taxi and starts talking to the taxi guy, and like just pointing and talking to him.
Anyone close enough to overhear anything?
Yeah, I'd say you could be close enough, Joe. You could roll a perception, but there's going to be disadvantage because of all the heavy rain.
Okay. 12.
You catch a few things. You hear grounded for the time being, and you see him pull out a badge.
Can I radio to everybody? Guys, taxi stand shut down. No good. Maybe we walk.
Bees.
It's like we're going on foot.
Carry on.
All right, I'm going on foot.
Umbrellas out.
Okay. It's a really, really agonizing next, I'll say, 25 minutes as you guys are kind of walking together, trying not to like say anything, because there's it looks like a lot of the people, and there's not a lot of people on the main roads here. I mean, most people are taking taxis because it's raining, but there is a lot of guard activity going around. So it's you guys managed to kind of stay under cover, incognito a little bit. But as you guys kind of walking around, 25 minutes goes by. You're going at a snail's pace, just trying not to look suspicious. But at this point, you kind of make it up to like the next like middle level of Sharn, up whether stairs or elevators or whatever. This being just a little bit nicer than the lower mid that you were at. You're still on. You still need to get to that center tower, though. The center landmass in Sharn.
Should we try for another taxi? Do you think we're far enough away?
They're probably at all the stations, checking them.
Yeah, good point.
They can't shut down the entire city.
No, but they can put extra guards on each station.
They even know what they're looking for.
I'm sure they do now.
Pretty sure.
They saw all of us. Those three dudes. So unless we do like a group disguise or something.
Nobody's really seen me. I could try.
Yeah.
Does somebody have pass without trace or some crap like that?
Yeah, I do. Good call. I cast pass without trace.
Okay, boom! Everybody, it's like a +10 to the stealth. Ridiculous. However, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. On off. You don't get the +10 to stealth because as you guys have like been slipping through, it's almost slipped your mind that there is this radiant, neon, glowing blue butterfly floating above your head.
I try to use the Bank of Devouring onto the butterfly.
It just passes right through it.
Why is there a butterfly?
I can't remember.
Somebody's
Welcome to like Elven City.
place.
Oh, they're watching us, right?
It was a message saying that they are called to trial because they've been found guilty of essentially like public destruction and destroying lots of city property from Valkenvelve. And now it seems like they found them.
Alright.
Okay, I'm still trekking along. A little strut in my step.
All right. So if you guys are going to roll stealth, go ahead.
Okay. Are you still like on high terrain?
Yeah.
20 for bads again.
22.
Nice.
28.
24.
21.
Yeah, that's a damn good group stealth. You guys get another about 30 minutes. Walking, again, you're walking pretty slow, just not to like rouse any suspicion. As you guys manage to climb another level and manage to get over to the the central portion of Sharn. At this point, as you're looking around, it looks like you may have exited the district of guards, like that Daggerhold district. You might be in a new garrison district, where, I mean, all the guards don't look like they're on high alert here.
John, on my way to this new area, can I look for good deeds to do to people? Like
Give me a
buying the poor, like, homeless man an apple and.
Actually, the you're pretty high in the city right now, so like any sort of like beggars or anything are pretty swiftly dealt with. You're kind of in like the upper middle class right now, so there's not really like any like street orphans or like anything. I will say that you could, like, you find like an older lady who's just like standing in the rain, getting soaked, and maybe like a half a block away there's a like umbrella stand.
Okay, yeah, I buy her an umbrella. Oh, this isn't gonna do. You're gonna get walking pneumonia.
Oh, thank you so much. She grabs it very weakly.
I
You're
look at
such
her.
a nice boy.
I look at her and I smile and try to do it.
My
with the
mother always
butterfly.
told me that the Hairyfoot were just thieves and everything.
Oh,
I never believed it. You're such a good little, what would they call them?
Halfling?
Whoa. No, when was the last time anybody watched Willow?
I've never seen it.
I wish
You never seen it? Okay. There's like a derogatory racial slur that Mad Morgan uses on Willow, like for halflings, and I can't remember what it is. Is it Pike? I think it's Pike. But essentially, she says, "Oh, you're such a good little Pike." It's like a really derogatory racial slur.
I smile through my teeth. Don't mention it. And I'm just trying to do this while the butterfly is watching
Okay.
me do this.
Now it's still around you.
Have a great day.
Oh, thank you. Don't go stealing anyone's pockets now.
Oh,
As she
Just
smiles
what's in 'em.
and she turns.
I said just
What?
what's in 'em. That's it.
She smiles, says thanks, says don't go stealing any of your pockets, and you see she takes like 3 or 4 steps, and then she starts patting herself down to make sure she has everything.
I'd shake my head and keep walking.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys have entered a new district. If you want to take like Sky Taxi the rest of the way, it doesn't look like any of these stations are shut down like the lower ones were.
Yeah, we do that.
Cool. You take a Sky Taxi all the way up to the middle landing, up to the upper portion where you cross over into the government district. Again, remember there's like guards crossing over there. They were very specific and not soliciting. You guys kind of got in trouble for giving out flyers here, but no longer. As you guys reach the chateau, the sky growing even darker, thunder kind of rumbling.
I tipped
The rain
cabbie
is let up a
20%.
little bit, but what?
I tipped the cabbie 20%.
Awesome. Yeah, he smiles really big. He seems very thankful. Yeah, so as you approach the big iron gates, one of the guards dressed as a beggar goes up and opens up the gates for you, closes them behind you, goes back to his little guard post. The large double doors open up as you guys kind of push on them, and steps very, very soggy into the main foyer of Bartleby's little chateau with the giant picture of the giant black cat. You can just kind of hear the echoing of the rain outside as the was it Jenkins? I think it was Jenkins. The butler starts to hand you all towels.
Thanks, Jenkins.
Yeah, this is great, but can you do anything about this thing flying over my head?
I could get you a net.
I need to talk. We need to talk to Bartleby.
No? Okay.
Yeah, we already tried that.
He goes, Mr. Bartleby is currently in his weekly bridge meeting.
Always in a meeting.
Should be another 45 minutes if you guys just want to chill for a little bit.
I take out a can of tuna. And I open it.
As soon as you hear the doors to the garden just go poof. Bartleby's just trotting down the stairs as he hops up onto one of the stools that are on the side, feigning boredom as he goes, "Oh, that was a rough meeting. I was getting whooped in there. Oh, hello. How are you?"
I press the digitation to form it into a little pate mouse.
Oh, Terrance, you shouldn't have.
Oh, anything for an old friend, you know?
He goes, Jenkins, will you take that upstairs? Put it next to my cards, please. Jenkins grabs the little pate, gives it up there. He kind of licks his lips a little bit. Goes, well, ladies and gentlemen, you seem to have called me from my bridge meeting early, but we have matters to discuss that they can wait. Would you step in the library, please?
Sure thing.
He sits at the door of the library waiting for somebody to push it open.
I push it open.
Somebody pushes it open. He takes like one step and just waits for everybody else. Everybody else goes in. And he just kind of dolls at the door and then goes back inside. He hops up on the desk where he sits down. He goes, so Ballstar, did you talk to your friends about my proposition?
Before we even get started, I would like to just call to your attention the little fucking butterfly that's flying over my head. Please.
He freezes. His tail starts going nuts. I did notice it, yes.
It seems like we're being recorded, so is there anything you can do about this?
What? About it.
You might not want to provide any information that might be sensitive.
Sure. I don't have any sort of protection here in the library. I don't have a quiet room, but I suppose we could go to one of our safe houses where we do have some wards like that. It will take me a little bit to set up the safe house. If you don't mind waiting.
It's probably smart.
Nods his head. He goes out.
And all.
What?
State secrets and all.
Yeah. He trots out. Sets up. You guys are sitting there waiting in the library for like another 30 minutes. As he comes back in, he goes, all right, here's the address. As he often just kind of scrawls it on a piece of paper, rips it, and then bats it off the desk to you guys. And he goes, if we can meet in 2 hours at this address. Safe house should be warded.
What part of town is it?
I got a close one.
Okay.
You guys go to the safe house. This safe house is like a. Well, you guys tell me what the safe house is.
It's a bouncy castle. it's a
Like outside?
castle. Yeah, it's outside.
It's a children's theme park.
I was envisioning like the WB water tower that the Animaniacs got out of.
Hold up. What about this? What about if it's like outside of a diplomat, like a diplomat hall, like a what am I trying to say? Like a meeting place or like important government building. Outside of that is a small children's play area. And then like the safe house is like inside the little like castle fort.
Love it.
Perfect.
So there's like a slide going down and like one of those chain rope ladders you have to get up.
Oh, it's great.
So you get to the address. You get to the address, and it has the address, and it says castle. And you're like, what fucking castle? Are you serious? And it's like all primary colors. It's got like a little like abacus with bright colors you can use. A little like steering wheel. But yeah, as soon as you step in, climb up the little rope ladder, looking like degenerates getting into it, you hear all kind of sound just kind of get sucked out from the outside as it's perfectly quiet on the inside. And that butterfly, the force field you guys get through, as it just kind of sits there, it flies around for a little bit, and then just lands on the invisible force field, just kind of starts flapping its wings.
Cool.
A few, maybe like 40 minutes later, Jenkins comes fully robed up, big umbrella, and he's got a briefcase under his arm with a little netting in the front. As he just reaches up into the castle and pushes the netting forward. One of you has to unzip the briefcase, and Bartleby's in there. Bartleby and like a whole bunch of like rolled up documents that inside of there. You can see the inside's like green velvet. It has a little light.
Thanks for doing this for us.
Absolutely. So what is with the butterfly?
So, in the process of detaining Rhukaan, we had to go through some, call it extreme measures. We were in another world, and the only way to get back was to get a gem that would power a ship, and that gem was just so happened to be in the wall of a very posh elven city called Velkenvel. And
All right.
so there was a bunch of them in the walls, and so you can't really just walk up and take it, so we had to make a distraction, and then we kind of just took it and ran.
And this was illegal, I assume? I mean, it's theft, right?
Yeah, when we did it, kind of the whole city kind of started shaking, and there was cracks in the ground, and it was really bad, and I'm really ashamed.
Wow.
But
Yeah, that's that takes some balls to piss off some of the Fae. Good luck with that.
so they found us.
So the butterfly is
That,
basically a summons.
That doesn't seem very threatening to me. I guess they are elves. I never understood them. Okay, so we should be protected in here. It may be able to see us, but it won't be able to hear us at all if it is recording.
Oh, that's
Um,
perfect. Let everybody dance. Everybody dance. They won't even know what's going on. Everybody start moving your body.
Terrance does the stanky leg.
Bartleby just stretches.
I'm standing on one leg and moving my other 3 legs in tiny circles.
Okay.
I'm doing that thing where you
Um,
put your hands over your knees.
That's what I was gonna do.
After Bartleby stretches, you guys are looking ridiculous. He goes, so did you talk over the proposition, Ballstar?
Yeah, I think we're all on board.
Excellent.
We have a lot. I think a lot of give and take. I think we could provide with the Dark Lanterns.
Say what?
I think there's a lot of opportunities for mutual benefit with the Dark Lanterns.
I think so too. I think you make fine, upstanding members. You did tell him about the stipulation, though.
Yeah, everyone's pretty aware.
All right.
We can pretty much just ditch him if he becomes an inconvenience, right? Or that was the stipulation.
Absolutely. Yeah. I will remind you that Rhukaan was one of our star agents. Probably won't become an inconvenience. His skills are very sharp. He's very good at what he does. However, it's not his skills we are assessing. It is his moral compass. Technically, Rhukaan is still a vampire. We haven't been able to cure him of the disease, but he assures us that any sort of hold that that's been held over him is broken, and because professional courtesy, after weeks of evaluations, we saw him fit to rejoin the outside world and not be imprisoned anymore. However, to be out in the field we do need your input. If he does something morally that you find repugnant, or even if he eats a bad bit of beef and has some indigestion that you don't like, mark it down, and he'll go right back into jail.
He's aware of all this?
Oh, yes.
Alright, he's out if he uses the peanut butter knife in the jelly before he makes the sandwich.
I mean, obviously not that much, but if he does something you don't like, you can send, or you can call us and we'll take him back if you find him not fit to be out in the field anymore.
What happens if he's playing you and we all end up vampires?
Well, that was part of the release process. Was a number of spells, a number of protective wards that would make him so if he were to conduct in a ritual like that, he would suffer very intense pain.
I see.
So it is in his best interest not to turn anyone into a vampire.
I gotcha.
And as it stands, he may offer us some of the support we need to reclaim this creation forge that we're after.
Ballstar, did you tell him everything about the Warforged?
I
I didn't think you did.
I didn't tell him. I told him we had an informant because he asked for proof. So
Right.
I did want to get the black spider over here at one point.
Okay. Well, the Black Spider's not with you now.
Right.
I think sometime before all the werewolf nonsense, he was just like, I am not staying in this hovel. I have an apartment here. I'm gonna go to my apartment. If you need me, I'll be there. And he gives you an address.
Okay.
So, did you tell him?
I didn't tell him who he was or that he was working with.
Well, I mean,
Everything else,
the
yeah.
Dark Lanterns know what we're up to, right?
Yeah, they know about
Yeah,
the
they know about the Warforged.
Yeah.
I didn't tell him about the jet fuel can't melt steel beams note we got.
Oh yeah.
What?
Although I kind of alluded to it. We found like a piece of paper that like explained that people in the Mornland, there was a certain group of people like high up in the government or something that knew about it before it was going to happen, and they like skipped town before the disaster happened.
Yeah, the Emerald Claw people or whatever.
What was that?
It wasn't the government. It was one of those dragon marked houses, like those giant corporations, called House Caneth.
House King.
So yes. So first of all, my favorite part, paperwork. He goes in. Inside of his little case, there's a whole bunch of rolls. He has you fill out all of these things. Like non-disclosure agreements. Like if you are ever quit the Green Lantern or the Dark Lanterns, and you talk about anything that ever happened to you in the Dark Lanterns, it's considered treason. You can be in prison for life. If you are ever found to be acting against the crown in any way, you will be imprisoned for life. If you are thought to be malusing the resources of the Dark Lanterns in disinterest of the crown, you can be imprisoned for life. It's just all of these like documents that you have to sign.
Barnaby, how permanent is this?
Extremely.
So nobody really quits the Dark Lanterns, do they?
No.
You can just not be an active agent.
So,
Well, I mean, it's also stuff like if you are there. I mean, he's kind of right. Like of course, you can't act against government, but you can go into retirement, like become like an inactive agent. But if there's any time that like the crown calls on you for the rest of your life, whether you're inactive or not, you must answer the call.
I better be getting a sick house for this.
No, there's no houses, but you do get access to our extensive range of safe houses throughout the southern part of the continent. Any allied nation or any non-aggressive nations, which is essentially any of the 5 nations that aren't Dargun or the Shadow or the Aldine Reaches or the Shadow Marshes, we have safe houses in that you can request access and will be granted, and they are protected and well stocked.
Do I get any diplomatic immunity from any other countries?
No. As a matter of fact, if you reveal you're a Dark Lantern in other countries, they will most likely attempt to imprison you and torture you for information. So don't tell anybody you're a Dark Lantern.
My only concern is in us trying to save the world is going against the wishes of the king, and we're not free to do our thing against these robots.
You're free to do your thing. I mean, what you told me, if we deem it true, possible, then it would be in best interest of the crown. Therefore, you would be free to do what you must to protect the crown. Which that would be if this whole robot Jesus thing in the Mournlands. We don't have any. You won't be active agents like Lucan was. You would be like satellite agents.
Right.
I can get into that.
I will say every debriefing, this does change our debriefing process than what it has been. You'll no longer report to me. You'll report directly to another woman in Rote, which in Rote, the capital, which normally, under different circumstances, we have to do the huge ceremony there. You'd be there. There'd be a whole sorts of things, everything. But if you say the situation is this dire, I assume we can just get the paperwork filed with no pomp and circumstance. So you will eventually meet her in Rote, but I will no longer be your superior.
Well, that's a bummer.
I'm the field manager for active agents, not satellite agents.
What's this lady's name?
Her name is. Brian Colworn.
Brian?
Breyen COLWR or WORN.
Brian Coldwarm.
Brian Cole. No, Brian Colworn. Braden Caldern. Barden Cornhorn.
Alan Greenspan has a deep need to be a government servant. So, I'm signing the paper.
Ballstar was just waiting for someone else to do it first, but then he does it immediately after.
Same.
So everybody does on off sign it?
I'm conflicted. I don't really want to be in the debt of another country.
This is an opportunity to be a double agent.
On off goes for the coin. Heads, yes. Tails, no. And that's heads. So, yes. Hey.
On off takes a deep breath, closes his eyes, and signs it all. You guys roll back up, stick it back in Bartleby's case. As he sits there, his tail kind of wagging, happily, excitedly. He goes, fantastic. So now that grants you a few benefits, it grants you use of our safe houses. You also, on even satellite mission or satellite agents, do get a credit limit built directly to the crown. It's not as high as actives, but if you feel that you need this, and I assure you, it will be marked down. You can use this as credit billed straight to the crown. You can take money out of any Kundarok bank, House Kundarok bank, with this, and they will lend you the money. The credit limit on here is 4,000.
Is that per person, or as our group?
It's for I logged you down as a group.
Gotcha. Can you spell House Kudaran or whatever?
Kundarok.
Kudarak.
Yo, we always
King.
Kudaran around here.
It's like a Dwarven bacon clan.
A bacon clan?
Not bacon clan. Bacon clan. Banking clan.
Bacon clan.
Bake 'em clams. Bake those clams and bake 'em. Yeah, I'm looking up the spelling right now. Hold on. Boo, 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 boo. Internet sucks so bad. Internet sucks. Hey. So it is Kundarak. House Kundarak.
Gotcha. Any other benefits, or just the safe houses and the credit?
You do get, while within the Brelish borders, you do get mild diplomatic immunity. Mild. You are still recognized with authority. This credit paper also kind of doubles as a verification of who you are and what you're doing. This does not cover murder. This does not cover assault of an officer of the crown or anything, but it's a show of status and power that you are officially working with the government. But you're not licensed to kill anybody. I want to make that perfectly clear.
What was the question? Now, is this something we need to keep confidential? Or is this something we can actually show people?
In Brelish borders, you could probably show it and you wouldn't have any problem. Outside of Brelish borders, however, it's probably not in your best interest to show other people that you are intelligence agents from a rival country.
Gotcha.
Oh, you also get free messaging from House Civis, and if your request is approved, teleportation from any House Orion. You can be teleported back to Breland from anywhere, as long as you go to a House Orion station.
Dope.
Should see how far, or how close to our spot in the morning we can get.
Yeah. What was the name of the teleportation house? Orion.
Orion. It's the same people that do the trains.
Okay.
Alright.
He packs up all of the papers, rolls them back up, puts it back in his case. And he goes, "Well, welcome to the clan, guys. Anything else I can do for you? Oh, hey, if you want to bring the your guy up to the chateau when I drop Rhukaan off with you guys, we could have a chat. I would very much like to have a chat with him."
Yeah, absolutely. Here's his address. Can we get a message out to him to come to our rendezvous point?
Sure. You give him the address. Mr. Bartleby stops for a second and goes, "Is he going to come willingly?"
Well, he's bound to aid us in our quest in the Mournland. So as long as he thinks that he's on his way to do that, he will come willingly.
Fair enough. All right. I can hand Rhukaan off to you guys in a couple hours. Stop by any point. Hopefully your contact will stop by as well.
Coolio.
He goes, "Goodbye, everyone," as he gets back into his little thing. You hear him knock on the floor. Jenkins pulls out the little pet carrier, walks back out into the rain.
I would like to be fourth to leave, and when I leave, I would like to roll a stealth.
All right. So roll your stealth.
13.
It's not super good, but because as soon as you like walk 2 or 3 feet, a little butterfly attaches itself and just kind of follows in your wake.
Damn.
Oh, it's more than +10 now. I think it's +11.
Anything else, anybody else would like to do until the drop off with Rhukaan?
Kill this butterfly.
Did Terrance find anything out from the refugee camp?
Remind me, what did you send to the refugee camp?
I was doing research on that conspiracy about the survivors of the Mournland disaster.
Oh, yeah. About specifically House Caneth being involved in a conspiracy, nothing.
I think
Everybody has...
Terrance was looking
What?
for information about the present situation with the Warforged.
About see if the refugee camp does anything about that.
Yeah.
The refugee camp outside of Sharn, they know that Warforged go into the mist sometimes. Sometimes calling it like a holy journey, sometimes just like wandering off and like leaving their duties. Sometimes the Warforged gather outside of the all together, gather outside of the refugee camp by itself, and they all kind of talk amongst themselves. Nobody really interrupts them, just because, I mean, they're robots. What can they possibly, it's like they're plotting revenge. It's not like they're plotting world domination. But sometimes there's meetings where a whole bunch of Warforged will just disappear for like 4 or 5 hours and come back. As far as House Caneth, all Syrians love House Caneth because it was like the national industry of Sire before it became the Mournland. It's where House Caneth was based out of. They're responsible for making the Warforged. They're responsible for making like all of the like technology and like the metals and everything that you're able to see today, mass producing everything, so everything becomes cheaper. Everybody from Sire loves House Caneth, and everybody also has their own theory on why the Mournland happened. Some people say it's aliens. Other people say it's an invasion of another plane of existence. Other people think that it's the moon. Like, everybody has their own conclusion.
Okay. There was some Syrian,
Any other thought?
some Syrian like royalty that like would have been in line for rulership, but obviously is now just displaced.
Yeah. That is actually who is leading the Syrian refugees. There's only about 200 to 300 of them, but they are pretty much the whole nation of Sire that has left. And it is the prince. Look up his name. Who went from, like being princely duties and everything to kind of, he has a reputation for just like getting his hands dirty and getting what needs to be done for his people and fighting tooth and nail for what he can get his people for the last 5 years. Prince Ogariv Irwinarn. Wait, maybe? Yeah, Ogariv. Ogariv.
Okay.
So, I mean, he was just known as, like, the firstborn son, kind of like a prissy pants during the war, because he never really did anything. But as soon as the Mournland happened, he, has developed a reputation as someone who will die for his people.
So they've pretty much given up on the Mournland itself and are just trying to like create a new existence.
That's kind of one of the main issues that has them split. Half of them wants to go back and retake it. The other half wants to just like stay here and become like a vassal of Breland because that's the safe way. Orgarev doesn't have any official stance on what to do right now. He's just trying to like get his people situated in a place to live here in Breland and set them up with jobs and stuff.
But no real information that adds to what we know about the Warforged.
Not particularly, no.
Alright, I'm gonna wander off a little bit. And I'm just gonna talk.
You're gonna what?
I'm gonna wander off a little bit. Just like, hey, I gotta pee. And I'm just gonna talk to the stone and say, I just didn't want to say this around the butterfly. Careful on off with how you respond. What do you guys think of that? Evidence we found of Caneth knowing about what happened in the Mournland. Is that something we should bring up to the Dark Lanterns, or should we keep that under our belt?
Sandwich.
Like tasty sandwich or shit sandwich?
Damn it. I didn't specify which one was yes and no.
Use your best judgment.
Anybody have any input? I just don't know. I just don't want to spill all the beans. Well,
I think it's safe. And now that we're agents of the Dark Lanterns, that's probably technically withholding information from them.
God, you're the worst.
Just think of it this way. It's gonna put us on the promotion train.
Oh, hell yeah. Bonuses.
Bonus.
Now you're thinking.
Now you're thinking with bonuses. Is there anything in particular anybody wants to do?
I'm just waiting until we get the show on the road.
Yeah. Same here. I rejoined the fools.
Okay. You guys meet at the time that was specified. The black spider shows up a little bit after you guys, wet and cold. Although he's in a brand new set of clothes, crisp black linens. As he comes in, kind of like dries off, just has this like, a really annoyed look on his face. So, what are we doing here?
We're going to try to get to some support so we can head into the Mournland and finally rescue Gundren. So we need your
Fine.
Black Spider.
If we're gonna do this, let's make this quick.
Alright, on our way.
He goes up. Bartleby wants to talk to him alone for a little bit.
Okay.
And they're in there for about 20 minutes.
For the next
Talking.
minutes, can I try to bump into everybody in the party to try to get this butterfly off of me?
Sure, yeah.
Alright, I do that.
How long has it been? It's been a few hours. Terrance, the butterfly kind of sticks to you.
All right. I'm as long as you have downtime, I'm gonna start brewing potions.
Okay. I mean, it's only like 20 minutes. It's not like hours and hours. They're sitting there. But as you kind of like, you go to the library. I say on off. There's a knock at the large doors. Jenkins goes up and opens them, and then as like lightning flashes behind him, just rain and everything, is the long, lanky silhouette of long blonde hair, piercing red eyes, as he looks directly at you as soon as the doors open, and it's Lucan.
Ah, shit, fuck. You? Wait, I can't be charmed by him anymore, right?
You're right.
Because I resisted
3 times.
Yeah. What good are you? What the fuck are you doing here? I guess I'm your babysitter.
He has like a pleasant smile on his face as he kind of like steps in from the rain, starts like brushing off his shoulders of all the moisture, hangs up his coat on the coat rack. And he goes, "It's a pleasure to see all of you again. How have you been?"
Not good.
Yeah, not great. How about you?
Told
Oh, that's
30
amazing.
seconds ago.
About the same. It's been rough. So we're gonna spend some more time together. Should be fun.
Yeah, we got some pretty dirty work to do. I hope you don't mind rolling your sleeves up a bit.
Dirty how?
You're gonna wipe my ass for the next 6 months.
Yeah, that's what we've elected you to do.
Charming.
It's very weak wrist.
Just as important as I remember you being.
Yes, but in reality, it'll be a lot like doing oil changes and bucking mechanical bulls.
Wait, are you serious?
In a manner of speaking.
What are you, a mechanic?
There will be grave danger involving many a powerful warforged.
All right. I'm sure I'll be able to handle anything you throw at me.
I'm just saying, your vampirism will probably not be much of an advantage against these foes.
Yeah, buy some chickens before you get there. There's not much food.
I have my ways of keeping sustained. And I'll assure you, I was a capable agent before I had vampirism.
Oh, by the way, fuck you.
He actually he breaks a little bit of composure for that. Is he go? Oh, by the way, he turns with you with just like a simple glare. You go say "fuck you," and he kind of blinks.
It's
I
because
suppose
of
I
you
deserve that.
that I'm this man beast.
I think you're quite handsome.
Whatever.
Doesn't he have a nice chin?
Profile, yeah.
Very grizzled.
I
So-
release my illusion and his full beard appears again.
So there's there's an awkward, a couple most silence. Lucan turns to Jenkins for a little bit and feeling kind of the waves of anger from you guys. He just kind of deflects it and starts talking to Jenkins about his favorite way to cook chocolate fudge. Just something just airy, and that he's just trying to deflect all the hate that you guys are throwing at him. Eventually, the black spider comes out, straightening his cuffs with Barley behind him. And he goes, "Is that adequate?" That's what you hear when the door opens. You hear kind of a muffled affirmation as black spider kind of starts down the steps. He gets about middle of the way as he looks at Lucan standing in the doorway. As he looks at Lucan and looks at you guys, looks at Lucan. "Excuse me," as he makes his way down the stairs. He goes, "If you'll need me, I'll be at my apartment." Opens up the doors after grabbing his coat and goes back out into the rain.
So,
Lucan goes, "Toodaloo."
Oh.
Oh, wait, you were going to talk to the black spider?
No, Lucan.
Ah, okay. He turns to you.
How's your sister? Oh, shit. My bad.
She's doing fine, thank you. She's not in jail, if that's what you're asking.
All's well that ends well.
I thanked her. You should thank her again for helping. For her helping you find me. I don't believe without her you could have found me. Okay, so anyway, let's just put all this aside. That was a very strained beginning to our business relationship. A new foot. How's that sound?
Yep.
would
Ballstar
you
shakes his
like
hand,
to
just
come?
looking at the party like, guys,
What?
what's the big like? Ballstar starts shaking his hand and is like, guys, what's the big deal? Like, why is everyone so upset?
Okay. He shakes. He goes, see? Ballstar has the right idea. How about we all go for a few drinks? We go out, grab some dinner. That's
Can we stay like in this general area though? Like it's just such a. I don't want to get a.
Oh, sure, I know just the place. Is it just Ballstar that says yes?
Oh, I'll grab a bite.
All right.
Yeah, I'll go too.
I go reluctantly.
Okay. I mean, he takes you out to like his. He knows there are a few places. It's like a back area government district speakeasy. There's not really like bars allowed in this district, but he knows a special place that you go into like a someone's like back room into a bookcase. And there's a small little bar. It's just like a very intimate. Like there's like one bartender and like two tables. He sits there, has a couple drinks. He is as painfully charming as he can possibly try to be. Any sort of like shade thrown at him, he just tries to deflect, change the subject. Obvious that he's just trying his best just to suck up a little bit. He then takes you to a very, very nice restaurant. It's in the top of one of the large towers inside one of the larger towers in Sharn. It's like one of those rotating restaurants, you know. It's very nice. It's like candlelit. It would be romantic if there weren't like 7 of you. But afterward, if you guys are done eating and everything, what?
I'll have the Rocky Mountain oysters, please.
What would they be called? The sword tooth oysters.
Yep.
I don't remember what the mountains are called. Yeah, that's fine. He pays for everything out of his own pocket. It's a little gross. The Rocky Mountain oysters. They're harpy testicles. But after all of that, he, as you guys are exiting the restaurant, he goes, now that we've properly have been socializing, I had a wonderful time. It's great to re-meet all of you. And I just have one simple question. Where are we going? Just so I can prepare.
We're headed into the Mornland.
Roll an insight check. Quincy.
Alright. I'm good at those. 21.
There's like the tiniest little like micro expression in his face. Like he doesn't really break for anybody else. But he definitely kind of there's a slight twitch in his smile as he regains it, goes, fantastic. Well then. I'll be prepared. When do we leave?
Soon.
Okay. Well, send me a message when you would like to meet up again. I had a wonderful time, everyone. So great. So great. Goodbye.
Good night.
Later.
Good night. Guys, we can't go
So
down
what
to
now,
the lower
boys?
districts. Like, we want to just get a room up here. We could probably they could hook us up, right? Dark Lantern?
Yeah, there's houses here.
Oh, there's definitely a safe room in this this area.
Cool.
Safe house.
Okay.
Again, the place is the place is warded, so the butterfly isn't able to get in.
So what is it? Just hover outside?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, cool.
So
we gotta meet up with this woman from her superior or whatever, or can we just do our thing?
she's in rope.
Rope.
Which is the opposite direction.
Okay.
You don't have to meet up with her. You'll probably meet her someday, is what he said. You'll meet her sometime soon. But yeah, if it's really a matter of what you said. Oh, sorry, I completely forgot another scene. Damn it. Before Luke and Tate dinner, Bartleby, that's enough proof. Not proof. That's enough testimony. He's heard that he's willing to help. He's willing to get together whatever forces he can to. He's going to try to petition. He's going to go to the Capitol. He's going to go petition against the council and everything. Try to move their attention towards this issue to see if they can get some government involvement.
Word.
Cool.
I had one more question for Bartleby.
Yeah, what's up?
Do we have any sort of active protections against Lucan out in the field? Such as, if we were to be in a compromising situation and he were to turn on us, would there be any immediate action we could take to neutralize him?
I mean, you've beaten him before. That shouldn't be a problem. Well, I mean, it might be a problem if he does turn on you. But like I said, we've put a series of wards and enchantments on him that if he goes against our will in any way, he will take severe damage. It's essentially that Gaius spell that you cast on the Black Spider.
Okay. Well, I suppose that's the best we can hope for.
So while we're at the safe house, I just want to tell everybody, I saw a slight snicker on his face when I told him we were going to the Mournland earlier. So he might have some interests there.
Or you might be spooked.
Either way, I think we should zone of truth that mofo
Not a bad idea.
at some point.
Can we
You said what? What were you gonna do to him?
Zone of truth.
You were gonna. I was gonna truth him at some point. I gotcha.
Don't you have like curse or something that makes them have a D4 minus
Yeah.
a roll? Okay.
And he has, and then he has the attack, vicious mockery, attack on.
Okay. Anything we want to do?
So, what's your guys' plan for tomorrow? Are you headed out to Whitehearth?
Yeah, I was gonna see how the fastest way Orion can get us there.
Okay. I'll pull up the map. I sent you guys I should have sent you a link.
Yeah, we're on it.
Okay. Oh, Chris, don't forget about your story token too.
Great.
That you won for the Everyone is John.
Yeah.
Cool. Boop, 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 boop. Just being very slow. Oh boy.
Any chance we could take 5 and just kind of stretch your legs?
Yeah, absolutely. This computer is not letting me click on anything, which is infuriating. I guess I'll just let it load. Yeah, we'll take 5.
Okay.
So I'm gonna ice cream it.
Yeah.
It's great. It's great.
Anybody else?
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, I got 3. Good. Well, 3 it is.
Are you still recording?
Yeah.
I hate being recorded so much.
Like literally no one's going on.
Yeah, I just always feel so handicapped.
What do you mean?
I just freeze. I just fucking freeze. Every time. I know it's a dumb thing.
Oh, just the knowledge that it's like going?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm being monitored.
Oh, but like, ugh.
I kind of wish we got caught when we were like in the lower levels. Got a little rumble.
Yep. I just really wanted to use the web.
What do you got under your sleeve?
What?
With like you like helping old ladies and stuff?
The
Butterfly.
the butterfly.
Oh.
So if I'm like always depicted as like this
Right. That's awesome.
this person, want to go to trial.
Look how much good I've done for the world.
Yep. Exactly.
Don't you have a magic item that like makes you generous too?
I don't think so.
Somebody has it.
Yeah, somebody.
I think
does.
Michael does.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, because I had the one that was just afraid of explosions.
Ugh. was that like peanut butter cup stuff you got like a month or two ago? It was super good. Yeah, I don't remember. It was like the vanilla with fudge and caramel peanut butter cups. I don't know if it was from this or not. Doesn't sound familiar. It was probably like 3 months ago. Who else said yes to ice cream?
I had some with ice cream too, baby.
How was Lori's? Fun. I wanted to go.
Ashford had a good time.
I bet it was my mom just like trapped in a pool all day.
Yes.
I figured that was me last Lori.
Yeah, the pool was like 90 degrees.
Oh, for God, the day like today, it sounds miserable.
Well, she left
Uncle
like,
Mark left the heater on all night.
Yeah.
She like didn't know or whatever.
The like thermal couples busted or whatever. Just to leave it on all the time. I don't know. Were there other people hanging out there, or was it just my mom and Ash like by the pool?
No, there were a couple other kids.
Dad's babies.
Yep.
Langdon and their other side of the family or whatever.
Oh.
Bunch of kids.
The kids were really interactive with each other. They like acknowledged each other.
They didn't acknowledge each other?
They did a little bit, but they didn't.
Okay. That's the way she goes. We never interacted with like other sides of the dark sides of the cousins.
Yeah.
Novices keep to themselves.
What?
Novices keep to themselves for the most part.
Except his house.
Right. Not like a pretentious way, but just like, I'm good over here.
Yeah.
Burn.
Just like
I mean, Kelsey's parents were there too, so
What was that?
Kelsey's parents were there too.
Gary and Sue.
Gary and Sue. Gary and Sue. Gary and
Gary.
Sue.
They will forever be Mr. and Mrs. Novitz to me. Forever and ever.
I had the name Gary stuck in my head a couple weeks ago. That's an odd name. Hi, baby.
Hi, buddy.
Little one.
Hey,
Hey.
You ready for bed?
yeah, I'm going to bed.
Careful where you step. There's a lot of stuff on the floor.
In the morning, you'll have to work in the morning.
No, it's a special day tomorrow.
This is special Tuesday, and you
Special Tuesday.
don't have to work at all.
I'm gonna get some music done, but I don't have to go to work tomorrow morning.
You'll have
Food truck Tuesday.
What is?
Tuesday is food truck.
Where is that? What is it called?
You have a good time over at Lori's?
The one at Lycos
At Lori's?
Square.
I heard you were swimming all day.
Was.
How did you turn?
Jexa told me she was there.
You went in again then. at night. But Alma just stayed on the side.
You were swimming all by yourself?
Yeah.
So Andor had a special chair that had a noodle that he could sit in. And hold
Careful
the
where you're
noodle.
walking, buddy. There's lots of stuff on the floor.
Okay.
Alright, good night.
Good night.
I love you.
See you in the morning.
Good night, buddy.
What do you think of this for our fourth birthday?
It's awesome. Success. I don't think those games are fun to watch. You know what I mean? The Mega Man games? Are they entertaining to watch? I don't think so.
Oh, I don't know.
Is like the gameplay exciting? Like
For a little while.
did you beat the old Mega Man games without save states?
Yeah. Well, I got the Mega Man collection.
Oh, do you? Can I borrow that? Not the X one, right?
No. Regular.
Can I borrow that?
Yep, we all.
Which one are you playing? Which Mega Man are you playing?
I just asked Joe if he's ever beaten like the old Mega Man games without like save states on emulators. I've beaten all the X games, but I've never beaten the original like NES Mega game, all the
Oh, man.
original Mega Man games without like cheats.
Yeah, like you had to do it all in one run, right? I guess you had passwords, right?
Yeah, but like those are mostly like in lieu of save states.
Yeah, no.
So I just mean like on an emulator, like you can just like save every 3 seconds and like load the file if you get hit. So I've never actually beaten the NES Mega Man.
Oh, me neither, man. They're so hard.
I have beaten all the X games though, which I don't know what the range of difficulty is.
I don't think I ever played any of the X ones, Mega Man X.
They're good. Yeah. I mean, not really. We started the first one at your house. And
Did we?
Because it was really hard.
Hmm.
Do you remember throwing tantrums playing Mega Man 2 together?
Dude, it was so hard.
I think that's the hardest one.
Yeah, we never beat Skullman. Never beat Skullman. And that was supposed to be the easiest one.
2 was like with Quick Man and Bubble Man. Yep, Bubble Man.
Airman.
Had to get her name right.
Airman? Was there an Airman?
Yeah, Airman. Woodman.
Airman. There's a Woodman, really?
Woodman.
W-O-L-D.
Flashman. Crashman.
Crash Man. Okay, so it looks like from Sharn, there's a couple ways you could go. Yellow is the lightning rail, and the red is like a main road. So it looks like the lightning rail you can take up northeast to Sterilaskur, and then south to Sterngate, and then along Sterngate, along kind of a treacherous road that goes through the Seawall Mountains, and then from there into Liebener? Liebener? I can't read that. Whatever that little town is, and then onto Whitehearth. So it's quite a journey.
So did you say there was a teleportation thing or whatever?
Yeah, but it has to be to a House Orion. Like the way teleportation works, it has to be to another teleportation circle.
Right.
That's like pre-established. And while Zalargo might have one, Dargun certainly doesn't.
Oh, okay.
Dargun is like a hobgoblin nation.
Yeah.
It's like the fucking horde.
Gotcha.
We haven't been there yet, though.
No, but we were at the site of the.
Well, that thing is like way north in the Hornland. Like where the red is, we're trying to go down very south.
It'll take just as long.
That'll be like weeks of traveling on foot.
Are we getting our old guide? People?
I think they're like way up. They're in Batheron.
Yeah.
We would need to. What was that house?
What?
The mercenary house?
Oh, House Denieth.
Is there? Do we know of a house Denieth near the lower, like the southern Mournland, where like close to Whitehearth?
No, there's going to be absolutely no dragon marked houses of any kind inside Dargun.
Alright, so maybe in Zalargo we need to pick up some mercenaries.
What if we transported Beatrice to? Well, first of all, wait. The Vape guy.
Vape invade.
Vape invade. He didn't he have a location that was in like Dargon or something?
No, he didn't say he had a location, but he said he had a contact in Dargun that he knew, like a guy that would sometimes go into the Mournland.
And he could provide the teleportation. But
There's no teleportation circles in Dargun.
Okay.
But he said he knew a guy in Rhukaan Draal, which is the capital city. Another human that kind of runs shipments for him sometimes, that is known to go into the Mournland.
Alright, I guess I'm gonna find a house Civis before we leave and just message Vade to ask if we could get in touch with that human fool in Dargan.
Is there anything in
Okay.
Valinor? Is there anything in Valinor?
Do we have to cross the entire Mournland if we went over there?
I was thinking.
Valinor is kind of like it's like half desert and then plains and jungle. Valinor is ruled by like elves, but it's not like mer elves. They are like Klingons, kind of. It's pretty much whatever. If they can take it, then it's theirs. It's like roving like Mongol hordes of elves.
That's really cool. Were there any contacts in Valinor that we knew?
Mm-mm.
Anybody to ask? Because we could transport to Valinor and escape.
What I'm saying is you'd have to trek across the entire Mournland. Whereas it's going to be hard enough just to get from the border, that north border of Dargun into Whitehearth. It's just that tiniest little thing, but it's
Oh.
going to take us several days.
We're in the north border. I missed that. So.
There, so Whitehearth is here.
Right.
It's right next to the border.
And we're transporting from there?
No, what I'm saying is we want to enter the Mournland from that side, because that's already going to be a tough journey. We don't want to have to walk from here all the way across the entire Mournland.
Cool with me.
Yeah, okay. You actually get a immediate response from Vade, saying you can use his contact. That's fine. It's a man named Phelan. Phelan. Failin. He is a disgraced House Orion member that was kicked out of the Dragon Marked House for shady business. He has transportation into the Mournland that if you pay him, he will. But you have to meet him in Rhukaan Draal, the Hobgoblin capital.
There's a lightning rail there, though, correct?
That's a road. That's just a road.
Yeah, the orange is the lightning rail.
Oh. Okay.
So I think either way we get a lightning rail to Stern Gate.
So what's the closest teleport circle?
It would probably be in a Zilargo, because Zilargo is pretty magic-y. You wouldn't normally have access to it, but with your new privileges, you will probably be able to do it. Sorry, the map's fucking up again. Come on.
Alright, so we teleport into Zilargo, take the lightning rail to Stern Gate, and then just make our way in as fast as we can.
Yep.
I think that you could probably bamf into Trollenport, but I can't see anything because the freaking map won't move. Oh, this is infuriating.
What?
Okay.
Trollenport.
Uh,
What about Zollenberg?
Let me look.
It's a major city on the lightning rail.
Gonna move? Nope, nothing's moving. Everything's frozen.
Are we experiencing technical difficulties?
Just in the map, I can't get below Breland for some reason. Oh, god damn it! But yeah, sure, one of those will work. Whatever the that town to lightning rail you said. What's it called?
Zollenberg.
Zollenberg, yeah. Yeah, that's the capital. You can do that.
Alright.
Vamp from Sharn to Zollenberg.
Yep, and then lightning rail north to Stern Gate.
All right. And then it's going to be a pretty long trek through the mountains and then through some of the plains to Rhukaan Draal.
Yeah.
So yeah, any other preparations you want to make them now. I assume after you make all the preparations, you go to meet who actually has a very nice house in like the upper middle ring. It's a big, nice house. He comes outside and locks the door.
This is Rhukaan?
This is the Black Spider.
Oh, okay.
Can I just try to find a shop that would have any boxes of jacks?
Like jacks?
Yeah, like the caltrops.
Yeah, absolutely.
All
You
right.
can find a toy store and get as many jacks as you want.
Okay. I go and I steal them.
Firefly's watching.
It's not on me. It's on
You steal them?
Yeah, sure. Fuck it.
Okay. Roll sleight of hand.
Nat 20 from a 1.
Yeah. Oh, a 1.
No, I got a 1 and then a nat 20.
Oh. Well, fucking awesome. Yeah, no, easily. You steal like 6 boxes of jacks and just walk out of the toy store.
And 6 children cry.
It's a write-off.
I am very good.
Yeah, I think we're good.
All right.
Actually, I'm gonna
you
grab,
meet-
sorry, I'm gonna. Is there? What are fantasy condiments?
What do you want fantasy condiments to be?
Red.
Red? So you want ketchup?
Fantasy red.
Yeah.
It's fantasy red flavored. Red flavored sugar paste.
Yeah, I'd like to find some of that.
Oh, we got
Yeah,
some
sure.
shrines
You can just-
57 for you here.
Okay.
Shrines 56.
I want to.
You can just go to like you can just go to like a taco cart and just like grab like a handful of like
Poop tacos?
wrapped individual taco sauce, red taco sauce.
Perfect. I want to plant the seeds from like the lunar fruits and stuff that I got
Ooh.
in the black spider's backyard.
And whose?
The black spider's backyard.
Oh, okay. He doesn't let you. No, what are you doing? I'm not letting you into my house.
I was going to try to do it just without him knowing.
Okay, I'm gonna let him roll for it. Roll a stealth.
What are you doing?
Planting the lunar fruit seeds in his yard. 19.
19. Yeah, he got a 13. So
We have that.
you just like move earth, like use the move earth cantrip, and then drop it, and then move earth again.
That insta-grow dust,
Yeah.
fertilization
But
dust.
yeah, and so I call Ballstar over to show him that they've been planted there.
I go, oh, cool, plant growth. Cool, plant growth.
Oh, so
You cast plant growth.
Yeah.
What does that do specifically?
Grows plants? I think it just grows plants.
Just
Let me check. Where are we?
Yeah, it's like all normal plants in a 100-foot radius centered on that point become thick and overgrown. It's not like it immediately, like goes in. It's not like it immediately grows to a giant tree. The dust of fertilization you got would definitely do that though.
Yeah.
Right, that's what I
That's
want
what
to use
I'm
the dust
talking
of fertilization on it.
I think that was just a one-time use thing, right?
Yeah, but we have 5
Dust of
doses.
fertilization. Oh, 5 of them? Okay, sweet. Yeah, you do it really quick.
Around
And,
the bottle.
it definitely starts growing into that like thick trunked silver and black barked tree that just begins sprouting in his yard. As that happens, he's just like, what? Stop it! Stop it! What did you put in my yard?
Don't worry, you'll enjoy this very much. It's a very exotic, delicious fruit. We can make pies when we get back.
It starts like the roots start growing so fast in his yard that all the grass kind of like the sod starts like breaking apart and like peeling. One of his planters just like knocks over and like breaks on the sidewalk
Can I?
as it just begins flowering, and then the flowers develop into a big globular, like slightly internally lit fruit.
I pick a few of them and I put them in the bag of refrigeration. What is it called?
Bag of cold.
Bag of colding.
Can I put in Thieves' Cant easy mark on Black Spider's house without him looking?
Absolutely.
Alright, I'll do that.
So I imagine you're gonna meet up with Lucan at the teleportation
Yeah, he's coming with us.
place, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Anything else anybody wants to do besides ruin the Black Spider's front yard with alien trees?
I'm good.
I'll just check
As you-
my house to this box to see if I've gotten any correspondence.
And I'm gonna pickpocket the Black Spider.
Okay. What correspondence are you looking for, Chris?
It's been a few days since I left a cordial professional letter with
Taliba? Yeah, I remember. Back in your box, there's definitely one from Taliba. It says, "Hello, Terrance. It's so good to hear from you. If you'd like to discuss something about our writings, then my office hours are open. If you'd like to come in and discuss it, I do believe you owe me something. I do have the legal rights to the papers, but perhaps we can work out an arrangement. P.S. You left me on an airship to die."
I write back. On my way out of town. Life and death emergency. Will call upon you as soon as I return. Let me know if I can bring you any artifacts or information from the Mournland. I feel that may be something of interest to you as a way of patching things up between us. Sincerely, Terrance.
Cool. Absolutely. P.S. You kind of deserved it. Cool. Absolutely. Somebody wanted to do something else? You wanted to pickpocket the Black Spider, right?
Yeah.
What was your sleight of hand?
Oh.
Poops.
That's 15. 16. Sorry.
He's
17.
he's definitely wearing like a belt and like suspenders, kind of like bandolier set. That there's like a whole bunch of pockets over his clothes. He's got a dark kind of thick cloak over that with the hood up because he doesn't do so well in sunlight. As you go, you do like a classic like bump into him and try to grab something off his belt, but I say you grab a pouch, but he definitely sees you do it as he goes, "Hey, give that back."
What did I take?
It's in your hand. I can see it. I saw you take it.
Did I take anything?
What did you take?
Out of character, did I take anything?
Oh yeah, you grabbed a pouch off of one of his.
I just grabbed a pouch. All right. Well, I might need this in the Mournland with the White Hearth mine. So you're gonna have to let me have it.
No, I don't have to let you do anything. Give it back.
Fine.
Grabs it, puts it back on his belt.
What was it?
A blackberry.
He goes, "None of your business." He kind of swoops his cape and continues walking in front of you.
I kick his heels as he walks.
Flat tire.
It's another one of those instances where you try to kick his heels, but it goes right through an illusion because he's like constantly like 6 inches in front of an illusion that he like uses.
Oh, I keep trying real hard.
Okay.
We ready?
We ready? Let's go.
Cool. You go to House Orion. For the sake of brevity, there's an encounter. You find Luke in there. Looks like he's ready to go. You guys get into a large teleportation circle as a man comes out, does a whole bunch of hibbly jibbly jibbly, and poof, it's really uncomfortable as you all kind of feel like you're turning inside out and melding into each other for a good 25 seconds until you pop out in another House Orion teleportation circle with a gnome on...
I got
What?
This strange sensation, like tasted perfume in my mouth for a second there. What was that? I wonder what that was all about.
Yeah, my left boot started shaking.
You see the black spider tucking perfume, like trying to put it back into the pocket. Nothing. I brought it because reasons. I need it for spells.
Black Spider, your lungs are fat.
I don't like you very much.
And you know what else?
yeah, you pop back out.
Someone
What?
definitely farted and it smells like Lysol. Trying to reference.
um,
I'm trying to reference.
that was actually Lucan laughs pretty hard.
I'm trying to reference when Ballstar ate the stuff.
Ballstar just.
Oh, the lubricant. It was like it was a combination of like soap and Vaseline and like ointment, like for skin.
Ballstar's like triple looking at Terrance and looking to the ground, like, does he know?
You guys pop out in the teleportation circle. There's a small gnome there who ushers you out very quickly, saying that he's got other people that are due in very quick. Zollenberg is nothing like Trollenport. Trollenport was a lot like Venice. However, Zollenberg is more akin to like a German town. Very windy roads, all brick, very, very ancient, very, very old city. Looks like the original architecture kept really, really well intact. Bright kind of decorations throughout everything. Large, tall, peaked buildings.
Tubas are playing all the time.
Everyone's a leader.
From there, you get on a lightning rail to Sterngate, which is actually back in Breland. Sterngate being a fort city on the brink of two other countries. Get off the lightning rail and you get on the Margol Pass. Is that what it's called? The Margol Pass Road through the Seawall Mountains. And you can see daunting in front of you are these tall, distinct peaks of mountain that you have to go about 30, 40 miles through.
Yeah, what's the plan? Are we heading through the mountains? Are we heading...
We're on a path through the mountainside.
Hey, I got an idea. You have animal friends, right?
Yeah,
Can you see through an animal friend's eyes?
I don't think so. Well, yeah, I could. You cast a very high-level spell.
We could potentially shorten our trip if you had seen it through an animal's eyes, and then use the wand of transportation or rather tree transport.
The only issue is I couldn't cast them like far away. I think there's a range on it.
Oh,
So
I thought there's a range. 40 miles of range?
Quincy, you actually see, once you start getting near the mountains, Trud gets super excited. This is kind of like his natural habitat.
Oh, really?
That's the main thing for it.
Nice. I just start wrestling with him.
Okay. Meow, meow. He's still at the point where he doesn't have like a cute kitty meow. It's just kind of like this meow, meow, meow. Although you don't know if Manticores ever really get any sort of cute meow. He's grown a little bit. He's probably about this big now.
It's Quincy's pet.
Kind of pick him up and do like a me thing with him. His wings are actually starting to harden up quite a bit, though. As you can notice, whenever you drop him, he's kind of starting to get the hang of gliding. He'll kind of like climb up on a rock and just glide a little bit, fall softly.
Sweet. There you go.
I was looking here. They look like the things in the Wizard of Oz.
oh man,
The flying monkeys.
okay, I can actually do this.
What?
I can cast scrying on an animal that's close to where we want to be, and then have them look at a tree and cast transport via trees.
You're welcome.
That's rad.
I do not
It takes
have-
up a couple spell slots, though,
I
right?
do not have to have seen the animal before.
Yeah. But you have to succeed on the
So you
thing.
just got in and sleep.
Yeah,
But that's a once a week thing.
Yeah.
Like, do you really want to blow
I
it
want
on
to save it for
saving,
that.
on
That's
saving
what
like 2
saved us
days?
the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, until you have the spell slots to actually cast that spell, I think we should use that pretty sparingly. Like,
It is probably a better exit than an entrance.
Yeah.
like we're only a couple days away from this place, so.
Okay. Yep. Okay, onward.
Okay. Through the mountains to get to the Gathering Stone, it'll probably be about. The mountains is going to take you the longest part. So I'd say that the mountains will probably take you about 4 days to get through that. That's not right. If it's like 40 miles. It is mountains, though. Days to get through the pass, and then maybe another 4 days to cross the plains there to get to the Gathering. So I'd say a week.
Okay.
Are we on the lightning round or on foot?
No, we're on foot. We just
Okay.
got off the lightning
Just
round.
turn into a giant bird. Just have it one by one.
I can only stay a bird for like, what, an hour?
4 hours.
Yeah.
So as you look up to the twisting peaks, you guys kind of make your way out of town to the Margol Pass. Burp, 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 burp. At the beginning of the journey, the road just keeps climbing in altitude, keep climbing. The air tends to get a little bit thin at this point, but you manage to make it through okay. Eventually, it stops climbing and just continues forward, like plateauing. And this seems to be where maybe old, like, ancient dwarves or ancient, like, hobgoblins, you don't know, have carved out a large canyon where this road is just kind of twisting in. It's a little bit claustrophobic because these mountains rise for hundreds of feet above you, whereas the road itself is only about like 10 feet wide, like just enough to get one carriage through. It gets pretty claustrophobic after a while, as just the wind kind of whistling through makes strange noises. But you manage to make your way through. I'd say once you get to the apex of that, after like let's say 2.5 days, on the way down, it kind of lets out from the canyon into kind of like large rocky hills, like boulders kind of everywhere, and it's almost like you lose the road a little bit because there's no really way to pave any of this because it's all just like rocks. So I would say somebody try to make like a survival check to try to like re-find the road to make sure you're going in the right direction.
As we're kind of
Just one person, just one person, not everybody.
Yeah,
just
yeah.
one person roll.
It's an 18.
Yeah, you managed to find through like small markers throughout. It's not really a road, is it? It's just like these markers to show you that you're going the right direction. So that takes you about 3.5 days through the pass, and then from what?
Well, before, like while we're traveling and stuff, I wanted to talk to Terrance. Terrance, do you have any way of creating an enchantment with some just a simple enchantment to track the moon?
Oh, absolutely.
I thought he made you something for that already.
I just so happen to have
I don't think
one
we
step
actually.
ahead of you.
I think we talked about it. I don't think we actually did it.
Oh, okay.
I mean, can we assume that during the downtime that I was actually doing what I talked about doing?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, one step ahead of you there, buddy. And I hand him an amulet.
Cool.
It's got like it's like wasn't it like a disc that just shows the faces of the moon, like it is shadowed on what the moon should look like or something?
Yeah, and it has a fancy indicator that tells you exactly where it is.
Does it have an abacus on like the backside?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And it has a warning like 3 or 4 days beforehand, and it warns you as you're counting down to the full moon.
Cool. What does the warning say? I really hope it's in Terrance's voice. It is getting.
Nerd alert.
Yeah.
Nerd alert.
It definitely
It's-
definitely is an air horn to get your attention.
No, but it's Terrance impersonating an air horn.
Pew, 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 pew. Attention.
Yeah,
Moon. So yeah, you get through the mountains easily enough. The plains are easy. There's not a lot of traffic on this road, especially you start to get like really when you do pass some traffic. It's not humans; it's like orcs and like hobgoblins and shit. I'd say at the end of like your 5th day, you're getting ready to camp up near a large stone off the way in like one of the few copses of trees, and you see coming up from a different direction a whole bunch of torchlight. This is at like dusk. A whole bunch of torchlight, and you hear like singing, almost like gruff male singing, kind of coming up from another part of the road. And you see in kind of like the fading light a few large like wagons or something, kind of like rumbling by. What do you guys do?
I'll do a perception check.
Okay.
25.
Pretty easily. From where you are, you can see they're maybe about 400 feet away. But I mean, it's the plains, so like you can see forever. It looks like there's a whole bunch of torches. It looks like a whole platoon of piecemeal armored hobgoblins and 2 or 3 like full-blooded orcs, green skin, big jaw, and everything. And you see that they're taking turns pulling 2 wagons, I guess you could call them, because they have like 4 wheels, but instead of like a covered wagon, it's just iron bars in a grid pattern that go up about 4 feet. And you see in each one of these there are humanoid figures, completely naked and chained.
What do I know about hobgoblins?
You can roll a history check.
Okay. It's a 9.
Would I know?
Not very.
Would I know?
You know, hobgoblins are kind of fierce. The kind of general knowledge you would know with like a 9 would be, hobgoblins are militant. They're one of the few organized like goblin races, and that's one of the only reasons they were able to kind of steal away this country at the end of the war.
Okay. I'm just gonna relay that to everybody.
Okay.
They got a caravan with some like naked guys in it. I don't know. I think we better just leave them alone.
I line up a couple of shot glasses and take out my elven flask and just pour them up, and then wait.
For you guys?
Now for them, in case they approach.
Okay. I was thinking that they were like they were approaching, like they are approaching, but it's not like they're coming towards you. It's just kind of the direction that the road's going. It's like near you. Okay, so yeah, you pour out stuff if you want.
Yep.
Does anybody else do anything?
No. I put on my cockatrice mask.
Cockatoo. Sure. It takes them a little while because they're moving pretty slow, but you can hear kind of like in another language, kind of like singing, like dirge singing almost, kind of like a grunting, like a war chant almost.
So you know
As the first couple, what?
Anybody know what they're saying?
I speak goblin.
Okay. It just seems to be like a war chant. I think what it is, but it's like a lot of like army singing when you're like a marching song. It's kind of like it's got grunts and like rhythmic grunts and stuff in it. I'm sorry. It's just the home improvement. Yeah, it's the home improvement theme.
How close are they?
They're getting closer. They will eventually probably pass within 30 feet of your makeshift campsite.
Oh, alright.
I'm gonna just sit kind of facing the fire.
Okay. They do eventually, like they're slow. They're just kind of like squealing. It seems that there's kind of like an advance party. That's kind of like scouting ahead. As soon as that advance party sees you with the fire, all the singing and grunting stops. And there's just kind of like this real awkward moment. It's just there's like marching and like footprints in the dry dust, and all of the hobgoblins as they pass by within 30 feet, they kind of hold out their torches and look at you as you look at them. They don't slow down or move, but they just like staring you down.
Evening.
And you don't say anything back. Kind of the creak of that was the vanguard, and then like the rest of the platoon kind of comes up. It's probably 15 or 16 hobgoblins and maybe like four orcs. The orcs are the ones finger pulling the cards. As there's just awkward silence, and then just like this as the wagons go by. You can see one of the people inside of the cage puts his hands through the bars and just stares you down. He mouths as the rest of the prisoners just kind of like hanging there or just like sitting and just watching you with sad eyes.
Alright, I want you to picture this. I'm on the edge of our campsite right by the road, and this wagon is going by, and on-off is standing there with his hands to his sides in a cockatrice mask, slowly following what's going on. And then
they're all doing the same, just like staring back at you. And some of them have just like those like weird goblin like full plate mask things, you know, like Frodo wears in the third Lord of the Rings. Like they're just like these weird piecemeal metal. What?
at the last minute, I just wait.
Okay. To the guy who mouthed "help me."
Yeah.
You hear a slight dull thud as he slams his head against the bars. They just kind of continue on.
Hey,
There's
Are you selling those?
two in the back. There's like four in the back that are kind of guarding the rear. One of them kind of turns around the hobgoblin. He's got like brownish orangish skin that's reflecting off the dull light. He turns around and he goes, "Nice."
Sorry, what?
And he just turns back around and keeps
I
following.
didn't hear what you said. You cut out there. So
Oh, none of your business.
Alright, fair enough.
Fancy a shot?
Bushafarak!
I hold up a
They
glass.
can- They just ignore you.
Okay, fair enough. I slam it.
They go into the far away from you into the night. You can kind of see their caravan flicker out after like an hour or so.
How does Quincy feel about that?
The next morning, say what?
How does Quincy feel about that?
Just quiet, doesn't say anything.
Sorry, carry on.
Yeah. you get to the Gathering Stone. The Gathering Stone has is a large. It's kind of like Stonehenge. There's a series of large stones in like strange places, and this is kind of like a place where caravans along this the Margle Pass kind of like meet for trade, or just kind of grouping up for safety's sake. It's not like it's like so civilized. There's still like wild animals. There's like a small, it's almost like a roving gypsy, like caravan. It looks like a whole bunch of gnomes, couple humans. They've already kind of encircled themselves. They've brightly colored caravans, maybe 9 of them, and they have a fire going. It looks like there's like kids chasing dogs and everything. If you wanted to stop, maybe for some trade or something, you could, but otherwise you can continue on if you'd like.
I'll check it out.
Sure. There's one as you approach. You can see there's a man, kind of brightly colored, bright red and bright white clothing, like brilliant red hair, a human, and he's playing with this like little gnome girl, and they're reciting lines as they're like practicing stage fighting. And it's like the little girl has all the villain lines. It's like that's what she was memorizing. And the older guy is spouting all the princess lines as like he's fighting. So the little girl's like, "I will kill you and slit your throat. How dare you come into my... I don't remember the words." He's like, "Come into my lair, But they kind of break as soon as that happens as... he turns around. He kind of swats the little girl in the back of the shoulder to tell her to move on. As he approaches you, he's got a wooden sword in his hand. He takes a really, really deep bow, and he goes, "Hello there, friends,
No,
fellow travelers."
You didn't have to stop. It was interesting. I want to see you get your ass kicked. That was
Asilius, unfortunately, doesn't survive that fight. The princess kills him.
I see. What you got going on here? What are you doing out here playing some fancy bullshit?
We are Vicari. We are traveling entertainers. We're actually coming from Rhukaan Draal. Made quite a bit of profit there, as a matter of fact. As kind of as harsh as those hobgoblins can be, they really do appreciate fine art.
You don't say.
They're really fire connoisseurs, aren't they?
He genuinely laughs with the twinkle in his eye. He goes, "My name's Kavoth. We're on our way to Zolenberg."
Kavoth, it's nice to meet you. I am Spreckenberg.
Hello, Spreckenberg. Is that Carnath? Carnathy? You don't look Carnathy.
Retired ex general. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Well, it's my honor to meet you, General. He kind of gives you like a half-assed salute.
So, yeah, we're just traveling through. You're wondering if you might be able to barter or trade or something.
Yeah, we have a few things. We have like we got paid in Dargani money. That's all you would have to buy from you is Dargun currency. But we have a few things for sale if you want to do it for gold. Galifar, gold.
Show me your wares.
Sure. He's got a few like expensive wines. They look very, very, very old. He's got a few excuse me, really rare dyes that'll like brilliantly like make something super, super colorful. What else does he have? He's got a couple of like he's got some jewelry. He's got like some like a whole bunch of bracelets and stuff, just like, you know, gypsy stuff. He's got a whole bunch of dogs for sale.
Dogs, you say?
Yeah, there's tons and tons of puppies running around. He just like I don't know what to do with them. They just keep showing up. The children bring them, or I mean, they're good to have around for protection, but we have more than enough. Because these are some of them are Carnathi Warhound half breeds.
Holy shit.
Could ride that thing.
Yeah, how much for the Degs?
I'll do 13 gold for a puppy. I don't have a pedigree. I don't know if they're healthy, but
Okay, yeah, I'll grab a dog.
cool. What's the dog look like?
Oh yeah. Dog. Let's see. It's a puppy, right?
Yeah, it's yeah.
I'd say I got the fattest one there, kind of sitting by himself, with like his lower jaw protruding from his upper jaw. But it's like
It's
only
like a bulldog.
like one side, you know.
Just so he's like an orc hound. He's got like a little bit of like the tusks.
Yeah, yeah.
Just one side, like he's smoking a pipe.
Right, right. Yeah, that'll do it. Muscular build, but very fat as a puppy.
He goes, I don't know if you want to mate, if you want to pick a name for him, but the children call this one Mush.
Mush. Sold.
As soon as you say Mush, you can see his bob's tail kind of like he's not moving, but his tail is moving.
Here you go. Thanks so much.
Great. Absolutely. You're welcome to camp with us if you'd like. We will probably be practicing some stories if you want to watch some free entertainment. It'll be the dress rehearsals, but
Insight check. 13.
13. He seems to be genuine. Says we're always looking for audiences to perform in front of for practice, especially for the younger ones. It's good for them to practice in front of people.
I'm down for some farts.
He's a smelly boy.
Ballstar never trusts a gypsy.
Fair enough. Lucan's right there with you, actually. Lucan has been straight-faced the whole time, like making sure not to have anybody touch him.
Well, you getting some kind of weird vibe over here, Lucan?
I don't trust these scamps or road people. Ugh, give me the willies.
Thanks.
Because look, this isn't really my
Parkies.
specialty here. This whole country stuff, it's not my thing.
What should we do? You want to stay or go?
Hey, what can you tell us about the road you just traveled? What can we expect down the line?
From Rhukaan Draal, road's pretty well kept. It's outside the capital, so it's paved pretty often. Smooth. A lot of traffic coming from Rhukaan Draal to the Gathering Stones. I would be sure not to make a lot of eye contact.
Why is that?
Oh, the greenskins, they don't. They see that as a challenge.
Sure.
Good to know.
Insight check. 19.
He seems to be telling the truth.
Can I look for any thieves' cant on his wagon or like on the caravan?
Yeah, are you gonna do it stealthily or just like start like approach his wagon and just like?
No, I'll do it stealthily.
Okay, Yeah, sure. Roll perception.
That is a 10. 8.
8. Yeah, from here you can't really see any. You'll have to get probably a little bit closer to their encampment.
Second thought, I think you can, you keep the dog. I'm gonna keep going.
Oh, you don't want mush?
I mean, I do. Alright,
He shrugs. Just suit yourself. That's fine. Yes or no on mush?
Yeah, that's a yes. That's a yes.
Okay. What about staying with him for the night? You want to continue on or what?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, continue.
Okay. Kavoth gives you a hearty farewell. Kind of picks up his wooden sword and the little girl's wooden sword and continues back into the gypsy camp. Gives you guys a wave.
I had my cockatrice mask on the whole time.
Black Spider is, as always, trailing about 40 feet behind you, hood up, looking at the ground, going very slow. Once you crest kind of a large hill, it in the distance, the city of Rhukaan Draal. Do, 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 do. It's one of the oldest cities on the continent because it is from the original Dakani Empire, which was like 2,000 years ago when the goblinoids or the hobgoblins ruled the whole continent. They had the huge continent-wide empire before infighting and everything took them down, like a big civil war. But this is one of like the biggest monuments to their empire. It's this huge, blocky, ancient city. Just not even braziers or like gates. there's not even like really roads inside of it. There's just fucking like buildings, all these giant ancient stone buildings kind of in it with just like these just naked bonfires lighting it.
Duplo Town.
What?
Duplo Town.
Yeah, I said it was built out of Megabone.
Out of... Yeah, never mind. As you approach Rhukaan Draal, he wasn't wrong about the large traffic. There is tons of traffic. And these aren't humans or elves or dwarfs or any of those normal races. You are by far in the minority here, as it's orcs, like giant hulking ogres. There's even one. It looks like a troll battle master, wearing like some sort of like hide, like a troll ass troll, wearing like hide armor with an actual like greatsword and tower shield strapped to his back. Like towering like 15 feet above a small platoon of hobgoblins near him, as there too are they're harboring slaves that they're kind of bringing into Rhukaan Draal. Have to give them a wide berth, but the road's busy and it looks really dangerous, full of monstrous humanoids.
I gotta say something to Alan, but he left.
How far outside the city are we?
I mean, you can just see that in the distance. You're probably still about 20 miles out.
Okay. Cool. And what time is it?
I say you get to Rhukaan Draal just after nightfall.
Okay. So you guys think we should just make camp here and then head in the morning?
Oh, you know what we forgot to do? We forgot to do a correspondence with Fallon. I assume you guys, you had Vade set up the correspondence with Phelan, your contact here,
Oh yeah.
and let's see. He writes back just like 2 sentences. The clenched fist in the bloody market.
Okay. Who the hell's Vade? I can't remember.
Vape and Vape.
Vade?
The
Yeah.
douchey guy in the tower.
He was that.
Rose quartz tower.
Oh yeah.
Vaping the vape wizard.
Conjurer of sweet clouds.
Cotton.
What?
Cotton conjurer. Cotton master. Conomancer? Cottonomancer. Vapomancer. No, Vapomancer was good. Omomancer?
Omomancer. Subomo.
Omomancer. Sobomomancer. Obamamancer.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, yeah, so, what, give me your guys' demeanor as you're doing this.
Okay, so
Like,
I look to Alan, and I guess we'll fill you in. There it seems that this is filled with hobgoblins and large war-like humanoids. I'm guessing orcs, and trolls, and they seem to be the ones that were trafficking slaves. So I throw out an idea. Hey, how about we blend in, and I throw this rope around your neck, and you pretend like you're a slave, just to fit in.
Done.
All right.
are you going to keep all your armor and weapons on?
What's the temperature like?
I've got glamour.
It's like, it's still about like fall. It was fall in like the Dragonwood, so it's probably like early October or something on the plains. So it's a little bit chilly, but with like the sun, when the sun's actually just beaming down on you, it's actually quite pleasant. There's a lot of wind, but right now it's just after nightfall as you approach Rhukaan Draal. And this picture, what you can see, it's pretty accurate, just like the sun kind of glinting off of it.
We don't have to have done that yet, of course. But
Sure.
I hand you glamour oil, so that you can just like disguise your armor.
Oh, nice. Okay, yeah, let's do that.
Cool. So it's like 4 guys and 1 slave.
If it gets too sketch, well, we're shitty slave catchers.
So what's everybody? Wait, yeah. Give me your demeanors for this, because you're constantly passing by these people.
I don't need a demeanor because I got my cockatrice mask.
Mask. All right. I'll say, Dave, with the cockatrice mask on, you get shouldered a couple times.
Really?
Yeah, like, I mean, you're really short to these, like, about their hip. I guess they hip you, but they, like, a couple of these hobgoblins, like, think they're, like, tough shit, like bugbears or something. As they walk by you can hear them, like, saying something in a different language, and they kind of, like, talk to each other. As they come by, they kind of, like, hip check you in the shoulder and, like, look back and just...
I'm gonna do like
Muttering under my
a.
breath.
I'm gonna do like a. Come on. The Lord of the Rings guy, the Ranger Aragorn. Aragorn. I'm gonna do like an Aragorn like Ranger, like put a hood up and just keep my head down and keep walking forward and try to be intimidating with my plate armor.
Okay, because that's exactly what the black spider's been doing this whole time. So like both of you together look pretty suspicious. Looking at Lucan, I'll tell you Lucan's demeanor. He doesn't really know what to do. Like Lucan is really good in like social situations in urban like areas. This is not his cup of tea. You can see him. He can't quite tell if he should be like smiling at everybody as he tries that a couple times. He just kind of gives them like this, radiant, awesome smile, just like hey, and he gets like stiff armed into the ground, just kind of rolls. He stands back up, brushes himself off, looks back. Okay. He doesn't know what to do.
Ballstar's walking like bow-leggedly, like there's a turd in his pants, just looking tough.
Puffed out.
Yeah, like puffed up. Yeah, not making eye contact, just like leading the pack.
What was that? Fievel Goes West.
Yes.
The cat. What was the cat's name?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
The sheriff.
Fuzzy or something.
Yeah.
100%.
Oh. Or was it the dog, Wyatt Burp?
The lazy eye.
Yeah. What about Quincy?
I guess just like full hot red armor, blue flames.
You're just like actually you fit in pretty well with like gaudy armor.
Yeah.
Like kind of like a gritty ass dwarf. Yeah, you totally fit in.
Word.
You just look like a bounty hunter.
Yeah.
Who has Alan Greenspan's rope?
Who's the biggest one?
Is that a thing?
Probably me.
Yeah, alright. Sounds good.
Cool. Like I say, you catch a little bit of guff, especially Dave and Lucan.
How many have checked me?
It's happened at least twice.
Okay. The next one, I'm just gonna hidden blade him.
Okay. Are you looking to like somebody? Are you like just fucking do it one more time? So you just like look someone in the eye.
No, just kind of like on the defensive, I guess. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah.
Just like
Absolutely.
Assassin's Creed. Let it be natural, and then I'll walk away.
Sure. There's a particularly boisterous bugbear, big old like belly. He's got like the just hair around here that's really long, kind of a scrunched face. You can just smell the alcohol from him from up here. It looks like he's leaving Rhukaan Draal. He's got like a mule, and right on top of the mule is a another hobgoblin who has been stripped down and hogs tied and then tied to the mule. He's just talking to himself. He's like insanely drunk. As he's just kind of like following the road. As he sees your cockatiel mask, he goes, "Why don't you squawk for me, Birdie?" I guess it's a really thick accent, so it's like Albinoid, so it's like, I don't even know what's a good accent for hobgoblin. Okay? This is gonna be canon. This is important.
Yeah, I would think like some like Cockney or something.
Cockney, okay. He goes, "Hello, little birdie. Why don't you squawk for me?" That hurt. "Hello, little birdie. Why don't you squawk for me?"
I don't even say anything. Just when he gets in,
Really?
gets in close, I'm just gonna hidden blade his spleen. I don't know.
He goes, "You, Pike, talking to you."
How close is he?
He gets once he gets within like 5 feet. He gets in your face. He tries to smack the mask off of you.
Would I have to roll to like jump in and close and try to?
It'd be an attack.
All right.
I'd say you have advantage because he's very drunk.
It's a 19.
Oh, that's a definite hit. Where do you hit him?
Something vital that would kill him.
So you're just trying to kill him right there on the spot?
Yeah, like, God, Assassin's Creed, just hidden blade, walk away.
Just like right into the neck?
Sure, or
He-
like in the ribs to something vital.
Sure. He tries to smack the mask off, and he does successfully smack the mask off as it kind of flies up. But as it flies up and comes back down, through the mask, you grab the mask over the blood and just kind of put the mask out and retrieve the hidden blade. As he takes 2 steps and just...
Nice.
As the horse just kind of stops and whinnies, you kind of take the mask and
I
wipe
grabbed
some of the blood off.
Yeah, I was gonna do that.
And we take it with us.
I was gonna do that.
Part of our character.
You take you take the horse?
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, you take the horse. There's the goblin on it is like wide-eyed. He's gagged. He's just...
Can I roll an intimidation? I'll take this off, but
don't even roll. He's successfully intimidated.
if I take this off, this gag, you're not gonna say a word, or you're gonna get the same fate. All right, I take the gag off.
I'd say just
Okay.
let him loose, put him let him stay hogtied on the side of the road. Just leave him there.
Why
I think this
are you
I think it's kind
hogtied?
of insane to
It's
take
a
him with us.
bad image for us whiteys to be walking in there with a tied up green boy.
Why are you hogtied?
Ugh, that terrible, that lump of blood. Ugh. No reason. It was just a little misunderstanding.
It seems like I would know what kind of misunderstanding you're talking about. I seem to catch myself in the same predicaments pretty often. About one fellow to another.
Yeah, I may have stolen some few things from him, but it's no big. He could take me to the authorities. He caught me, and I told him he could take me instead of taking me to the authorities. So he thought maybe he'd be able to sell me for something somewhere. I don't know.
Well, I seem to be a man of interest of acquiring certain goods that you may. I'm turning the card. Acquiring certain goods.
Yeah,
that,
I'm real bad at Cockney too. So
Just channel Michael
buckle
Caine.
up, buckle the fuck up.
You just gotta channel Michael Caine.
You still gotta do Joe Pesci doing
Okay.
Yep. You just don't complete any.
Black okay.
It's all vowels and no completion of consonants there.
we seem to show a similarity in that profession. Good on you, my friend. Are you from this town?
Yes, sir. I'm from this town.
Well, how about?
I just keep cycling. I'm real bad at this, guys.
It's great.
Keep it up. Keep it up.
Well, why don't you just join us and maybe you can tell us what to avoid and where to go.
Sure. That's a great idea. So how about you take off the ropes? I'll show you everything you need. I just went Asian.
My friend.
I show you everything for you.
You trust me. I show you everything.
I'll help you, yeah?
I just want to let you know before this happens. I'll give you another chance. Could I do, I don't know, I guess like, would that be an insight check? See if this guy's, yeah, tell him the truth.
Yeah, sure.
Real bad roll. That's a 3.
3. He seems to be telling the truth. He goes, your Twiggy friend over there has a good point. Whiteskins should. This is real hard, guys. I went southern. Whiteskins should not be. I'm just gonna play some hopscotch with the accents, though. All right.
Good, good.
Whiteskins should not have greenskins walking into Rhukaan Draal. That's gonna be bad for business, I'll tell you.
Well, then consider yourself our tour guide.
Fantastic.
Right?
So much as look at us sideways, I swear to fucking fuck that you're gonna wish you did, and you'll find the same fate that your friend over there had.
I believe you.
Alright,
You want to ride, Alan?
time.
Put Alan on the horse.
Yeah.
You're gonna put the slave on the horse?
No, let Alan ride the horse.
Okay.
Tie him to the horse.
Like tied up.
Okay. The little goblin kind of gets down. He's got like a big sharp nose, kind of like features. He's not wearing a shirt, but he has like brown pants that kind of go into like half tucked in like boots, like cowboy boots. He's got just like a rope, just like a rope you tie off like a boat or something as a belt. Cool. Well, first time to the Dargon then, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, we're trying to get to this place in the blood market. Take us there.
I don't know that place. I know the blood market. Pretty fascinating place. Probably one of the only places you might be safe. Non-greenskins aren't really looked on very well, but if you're buying something, you serve a purpose. So Bloody Market's going to be a safer place for you. If you steal, don't get caught, because anybody can kill anyone if it's a challenge to rights, and it's completely legal. Don't look funny. Don't look funny at someone. Don't smile as he looks at Lucan. And Lucan's smile goes,
Alright, I take the cockatrice mask off and I put it in my bag of clothing.
Ballstar just starts
Fantastic.
picking up dirt and just rubbing it all over his face and body, just like getting nasty.
the goblin starts picking it up and goes, yeah, dirt bath. It's been a minute since I had this. I got dunked in water and I smell gross.
Hey, John, are hobgoblins different than goblins?
Yeah, hobgoblins. So think about the difference between. Let's see. You know, in the first Hobbit, with the little things, or the Hobbit movie, the things underground with the thing with the goiter.
Okay,
They're tiny. Goblins are like tiny like that.
gotcha.
So they're about your size. Hobgoblins are like human sized, and they're like the orcs from Lord of the Rings.
Okay,
Like, what about their legs? They don't need their legs.
alright.
Ones.
But what are orcs? In comparison?
And then orcs are like the big toothy, like they have the tusks, like Warcraft.
Okay.
Those are orcs. So this guy's a goblin. He's about the same size as Dave.
Well, let's get going.
All right. There's the road just kind of ends once at the beginning or in the outskirts of the town starts happening. The road just kind of ends, and there's just a maze of tents and like causeways. It's just chaos here. It's just campsite. It's like a festival ground at like a music festival. There's people doing weird shit everywhere. There's just like people just like set up large like casks of what you assume is something alcoholic, and people are just like drinking from it, like charging so much from that. Once you get past the tents, you get inside the inside the city proper. There's no gate, there's no guards or anything. You can definitely see that there's like an army, it seems like. But I mean, they're just being as chaotic as everyone else. They're just dressed differently. It's not like they're like guarding stuff. They're just an army that's, having fun around. You assume this is probably the closest thing to, or that's what your guide says is the closest thing to like the police here. Sorry, give me a moment. You can definitely hear the Bloody Market before you see the Bloody Market, as it's just shouting. It almost sounds like a riot as people are just shouting at each other. You kind of round a corner in a couple tents and a couple of these buildings, and it's called the Bloody Market. You can see a banner because it's just a white banner, and then there's just like a red-brown blood stain all down the banner, and that's just like what is marked the Bloody Market. And all of these tents are like red like that. And any of these flags, it looks like somebody just like slit a goblin's throat, threw them against a tapestry, and let them like fall down. And that's kind of like the marker for the Bloody Market. These flags kind of hanging around. There's people, even like now that it's nightfall, there's still huge bonfires lighting everything. And there's just people screaming and haggling and fighting with each other. Your guide says he goes, violent haggling is kind of a common occurrence here, although the military will intervene if any blood is shed, although a couple teeth missing is usually a little bit standard. So there's a lot of stuff to do here. You can buy stuff, anything you'd want to buy, you can buy here. Stuff in the other 5 nations that are legal, you can buy here. Nothing's illegal here. You can buy slaves, you can buy illegal animals, you can buy poisons, weapons, whatever you want.
Poisons, you say? Yeah, great.
Oh, yeah.
I'll definitely need to stock up on some of those.
Sure. Okay, he says. He takes you to he goes, he kind of shrugs, he goes, I don't know where the clenched fist is, but I took you here, so we're good, right?
Yeah, don't fuck us over.
Hey,
I'll help you out.
who do you know that could get us connected to anything like that? Who's networked around here?
Networked? That guy. He points.
Inside check. Let's say 15.
Yeah, he's lying.
Listen, our stay here will be very brief. We don't plan on being here more than a day or two. And the least you can do is to see us through safely.
Hey, you are going to be sold if you don't help us out in some measure.
I did. I mean, you're here in the Bloody Market, so we're good.
Can I intimidate? I'm gonna intimidate. Listen.
Oh, I forgot you already intimidated the shit out of him. Talking to you guys, he does that, but as soon as you step in...
Listen, you thought that you had it bad riding on that horse ass up in the air, I'm gonna put my foot so far up your ass that you're gonna wish I didn't put your foot so far up my ass.
So you didn't put your foot up my ass.
Yes.
I'm gonna put my face so far up your ass.
I'm gonna cut you so bad you're gonna wish I didn't cut you so bad.
He kind of swallows audibly. He's fine. But I don't know what the clenched fist is. Okay, all right. This is all I can help you with. I'm not gonna follow you around. I got shit to do. I got people to go talk to.
Well, you'll talk to him when we're done. I take his, like, the back of his neck and just kind of push him in front.
Okay. Yeah. He kind of stumbles in front. Ugh. Looks behind. He goes, I don't know where to go.
Well, show me some poisons then.
Fine. He takes you over. There's a real nasty looking dwarf woman, missing like this tooth on, just missing those. Dirty hair. She looks like she's got a tattoo of like 3 claw marks over her eye that's clouded over in white. She's sitting inside of a small red tent, and she's just got these little wooden boxes that are open with different vials.
Are we trying to find the bunch of the what?
Yeah, clench fist.
How you doing, beautiful?
Hi. What can I do for you?
Well, just looking to, buy some poisons.
Ingested, contact, inhaled, or injury?
All of the above.
Okay. Poison. No. Poisons. I'll put it over the thingy. Group me. Pick choice. It doesn't say what it does. It just says the price, the type, and what it's called.
Would you be able to, tell me anything about these different assorted wares?
Yeah. Sure. One of my favorites is called Carrion Crawler Mucus.
So you just rub it on somebody and then they're sick?
Yeah. You rub it on them, they become poisoned for 1 minute. It's also paralyzed. DC 13 con save or be poisoned for 1 minute. The poisoned creature is also paralyzed. The creature repeats the saving throw at the end of each of its turns. There's also Drow poison, which is a classic.
Which one?
Drow poison. The poison is typically made only by the Drow and only in a place far removed from sunlight. Creature subjected to this poison must succeed a DC 13 con saving throw or be poisoned for 1 hour. If the saving throw fails by 5 or more, the creature is also unconscious while poisoned.
How about this purple worm poison?
Purple worm poison.
2,000 gold.
Save for a rainy day.
Poison must be harvested from a dead or incapacitated purple worm. The creature subject to poison must make a DC 19 con saving throw, taking 12d6 poison damage on a failed save or half as much on a successful one.
And how about
Tiger oil.
burnt other fumes?
Creature subjected to this poison must succeed on a DC 13 con saving throw or take 3d6 poison damage and must repeat the saving throw at the start of each of its turns. On each successive failed save, the character takes another d6 poison damage.
Yeah, I think I'll take Carrion Crawler and just say Drow poison. I'll leave that in. Can I get... I'll get 2 of each.
Okay. She smiles her half smile and goes, "Pleasure doing business with you."
I try to mirror the exact same smile.
Okay. You like cover half your teeth with your tongue.
Yeah, exactly. Any perception check with anybody with a clenched fist?
Yeah, you can roll a perception check if you want.
13.
I mean, there's a lot of people with clenched fists, as there's a lot of people arguing over haggling.
Have you?
It looks like directly behind you there's a troll that's arguing with a hobgoblin behind the stand who's selling like these black iron edged, crude looking weapons, and they're like this close to fisticuffs. The troll has like the hobgoblin by the scruff of the armor and just screaming at him.
Hey, one more thing. You wouldn't happen to know of anything, called the clenched fist? Is that, a stand?
Oh yeah, it's a bar over there on the edge of the market.
Thank you so much. I think I overpaid for these, but...
Yeah, you did.
All right, then. Have yourself a good day.
She points you over to it. Is there anything else anybody wants to do in the market? Any illegal stuff that you want would be here. Slaves.
Can I look at like their illegal animal?
Yeah, absolutely. They have many different animals. Argo bargo, argo bargo. They have, let's see. There's a whole bunch of these long-nosed, like elemental things that are in cages. There seems to be a fish person that's in a cage. It's more of like a slave, but he's kind of grouped into the animals. Let's see. There is a 2 or 3 like glowing butterfly winged small pixies in like mesh cages. They're all together. You see a lot of people looking at those. There is a weird bug-like creature that is all fours, and it's like a brown color. It's looking around. There is also there's like bats. There's a flying snake, which next to it in Goblin above it has a sign, and then in Common below that it says almost extinct with a big exclamation point. It's got there's a giant goat. There's a like a huge scorpion. There's it looks like a huge hung up to dry seahorse. That would probably be big enough for somebody to ride under the water, but it's dead, hung upside down to like dry out. You can see that there's like skin from like a killer whale.
I'm gonna ask about the flying snake.
Flying snake? Okay.
Yeah. Can you like a nature check? See if
It's
you've seen it before or know about it?
yeah, sure.
As a 10.
You haven't really heard of one of these before. There's a pretty well-spoken man, not man, but a goblin, hobgoblin, goblin, a pretty well-spoken goblin, who's wearing like the semblance of like a necktie over like some like shoddy like leather armor, like this purple necktie that's all stained brown shit all over it. Like whatever hair he has on his head's like slicked back, just like glued down to his scalp. But he's rather well spoken as he goes, are you looking at the winged fanged creature over here?
Oh yeah, Steve Buscemi. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. This is one of our rarer specimens, found only in Zendrick, in the harsh, deep, dark jungles of Zendrick. They were actually thought to be extinct until we found this one.
How are they? Are they like fierce? Are they like? How are they in combat? Are they like feared?
They're not huge. I mean, it's not big. It's like the size of like a garter snake. It's really cute, but it's got like wings.
All right, I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals. And
Okay.
I'm gonna say, do you mind if I like hang out with him for a second?
Sure, through the cage.
All right. And I'm gonna say.
Okay, you speak with animals.
Yeah. Have they been treating you okay?
I thirst.
All right. I'm gonna give him some water that I assume we have.
Sure. You dump it out. It kind of like lays in it. You can see kind of its wings kind of like flap as he rolls over in it. It is too dry here. Please take me back to the rainforest.
I buy him immediately.
Really?
Yeah.
It's pretty pricey because
How
it
much
says
is he?
thought to be extinct.
How much is he?
He charges $3,000 for him.
Oh god.
He's gonna die in Mormon.
All right.
So is the puppy, probably.
All right. I'm just gonna say this is a fake to the vendor. After he sees me communicate with him.
What are you talking about? It is not a fake. I had this validated myself.
No, these wings here. No, these aren't authentic. Look at the.
They
spread
are
of the
authentic.
feathers.
I've seen him fly myself.
I'm not saying he can't fly, but this isn't true blue.
He's gonna roll an insight check on you.
Deception.
Uh-huh.
That's a 19.
He got a 20.
Shit.
He goes, although I appreciate you attempting to validate him, I believe I already have the proper paperwork in order. Are you interested in buying him or not? Because the price just went up by 500.
Do you have the paperwork?
He nods his head.
Can I see it?
Are you gonna buy him?
If the paperwork checks out.
Buy him first. You'll see the paperwork.
No deal. Absolutely not. I'll do insight.
Okay.
22.
23.
Are
Rolled
you
a 19.
serious? God damn.
Yeah. Inside check. You can't. You don't know. He seems to be telling the truth.
No paperwork, no purchase.
He seems pissed. He seems pissed at you.
Alright. No paperwork, no purchase.
Then goodbye.
I walk away, and as I'm walking, I bend over and do double birds through my crotch.
You hear him just say something in Goblin. Just pa! Kasaka!
Alright, onward. Unless anybody else wants to do anything.
Big question, where's the butterfly?
Butterfly? Who's the butterfly on?
Me. Terrance.
Quincy. It's on Quincy now. As soon as you pass by, as you walk by that animal thing, Quincy, as the butterfly follows you, the fairies or the pixies that are in the cage just start to go nuts.
Oh yeah. I walk faster because I'm scared of the pixies.
Okay.
See the clenched fist?
Hey, does anybody have, can you throw visibility on me real quick?
No.
Alright, I'm going to the clenched fist. If I can find it.
Are you not gonna invisible him, Terrance?
No.
No. So it's just that's really funny. So, on off. Hey, Terrance, can I get invisible? No.
Hey,
Funny.
what about you, Ballstar? Can you help me out with a little bit of sneaking?
I gotta go with you then, right?
Yeah, I mean, just, talk to an imaginary friend or something.
Okay, give me your doggy.
Alright, here you go.
Alright, I cast Pass Without Trace, and I'm just gonna follow Dave, like, playing with... What's the dog's name?
Mush.
Mush. I'm like pretending I'm playing with Mush.
He's
as a dog.
mushy.
Real mushy.
I'm gonna go
What is
back
that
to the-
from? Is that from the Talking Dead?
He's mushy. Yeah.
I don't want to touch him. He's mushy. Sorry.
I'm gonna go back to the poison shop and try to sleight of hand some potions.
As invisible?
Yes. Pass without
Okay.
a trace. Pass without a trace.
Okay. You do realize though that the pass without a trace does not affect sleight of hand.
Oh fuck. Alright, well I'm really stealthy. Enjoy your dog. Alright, I'm not doing that. Never mind.
Okay.
To the clenched fist.
Clench fist. Bump, ba-da-da, 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 ba-ba, ba-da-da. The placard above the door that displays a mummified ogre's hand clenched tightly in a fist and nailed in place. This rundown tavern appears to cater to humans and members of the other common races. As you come in, it's mostly not greenskins in here. Dirty humans, like one kind of shady looking elf, couple of dwarves. They're all in here. Yeah, it's dimly lit. Smells like sawdust and urine.
I'll do a perception check, just like of the people in the bar.
Same here.
16.
11.
16. They're all super shady. It looks like there's a couple of people that stare you down as you entered the bar, but otherwise you're kind of left alone.
Hey Terrance, you want to do some cool vape tricks?
Do I?
Just illusions.
Oh, hell yes. I start vaping.
Vaping?
Yeah. I do like a stick figure doing the running man.
All right.
Ballstar cast minor illusion. It's a vape jump rope that he's like just skipping.
Somebody
Nice.
vape a fidget spinner.
You see one of the double fisted.
Yep.
You see one of there's like the two dwarves are definitely watching, and one of them's like, it's good. It's real good. But like he's the only person that's clapping. Even his friend that's with him is just shaking his head.
I used thaumaturgy to make the color of their smoke change.
He's like up in his seat, like the only person in the bar is just like, yeah,
So and then
yes,
now that I have
yeah, purple, yellow.
Now that I have people's attention, I'm gonna do
The rest of the bar is silent. What?
Now that people's attention are drawn my way, I'm gonna do two rings, and then I'm gonna have like a big stinger hand.
Oh, it's sick. So. Oh God. Ah!
Oh my god.
And then I sit down.
The guy sits down too, just talking to his friend, just like big smile on his face. Oh, it's so cool. You see that?
Alright.
We gotta find this fool Shannon. What's his name? Rose of Sharon.
Phelan.
Phelan.
Phelan. Oh yeah.
Shannon. Salmon.
Alright, so I strode up to the bar. Give me Phelan.
Or give me death.
You're looking for Phelan? Yeah, he's over there in the corner. It's this like just he looks. Only way I can describe it is just a shitty man. Here, I'll see if I can. Just a shitty man.
Like if Kelsey Grammer
Just like-
was a drug addict.
Anthropomorphized bald eagle.
Just this terrible like fro, but like balding. He's wearing like a crumpled ass suit, just like sitting in the bar, just jowls for days.
Because maybe they'll hear the blues are calling, bagels and cigarettes.
Toss Phelan and scrambled
If the
figs.
founding fathers had access to meth.
I dig in my pockets and pull out a bent paper clip and a piece of pocket lint and put it on his plate.
On Phelan's plate?
It's appropriate.
On Phelan's plate?
Yeah. Seems
He-
appropriate.
He stops. He looks up at you. And he goes, "Can I help you?"
Yeah. We need you.
I apologize. This is actually our first time doing this. We're just trying to fit in. We were referred to you by Vape. We were told of your skills and your speciality.
Ah,
Your
Hench-
I understand.
You see
Sorry,
our-
I didn't mean to offend. I apologize.
Okay, I don't deal in names. I don't deal in I'm stealing coin.
Okay.
I can get you into the Mornland.
You've got plenty. Shit,
Excellent.
What is the name of the mercenary group that helped us in Mornland in the first place?
The Grey Wardens.
Do we happen to know any connections to any Grey Wardens anywhere around here?
No.
Yeah, thought so.
Well, we're going to need some support. And anyone you know that has experience with delicate, possibly combat-involved excursions into the Mornland. We have coin.
If you're looking for mercenaries, you've come to the right town. I am not one to fight. I will take you in my cart. But that is it. You may have me on retainer for the return trip, seeing as you do not take too long. However, so inside Rhukaan Draal, you can find whatever mercenary you'd like. Hobgoblins are good at that. You know what I just realized? All the 3 NPCs that are with you right now all have the same personality. this guy, the Black Spider, and Lucan. This guy, Black Spider, would be like super bros, though.
Black Spider's with us, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. He hasn't said anything. He's just got the hood down.
Your personal recommendation for mercenary staffing would be great.
I like to go. That's the wrong voice. I like to go with the top knots. They're a band of brothers that call themselves the Top Knots. They're not bad. The Screaming Skags are another one. They're a little bit rowdier. But you won't find any human mercenaries here.
That's fine.
Well, you might, but...
Anyone that can be as, I don't know, stealthy or resourceful. We're trying not to make too much of an impact. We need a light foot. Are those top knots? Do you think they would fit the bill?
They could. You can go shop around, though. There's bound to be different ones.
Any authority you can think of we can talk to on hiring some?
Yeah. You can find a... if you can find an operative for any of these mercenary groups inside the Bloody Market, haggle them down. They usually have managers or people that aren't combat oriented that are there just for the business. They're rather easy to find.
Sure. You'll be available the next couple days? We'll have to...
He nods his head. I'll have to get my cart from storage, but...
Alright, very good.
These top knots. Do they all have man buns?
What do they look like?
Yeah. He said they're all brothers. They're all Hobgoblin brothers. This might be a decent place to stop off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because this way I could write a few options for your mercenary groups.
Cool.
Awesome.
Sounds good.
Yay! Abrupt ending. Woo! Yeah! So good!
Good thinking on your toes. I don't know how much of that was, but you accommodated us.
Thinking on what?
Good thinking on your toes. You accommodated us very well.
Oh, thanks.
Being all over the place.
Was this recorded?
It was, yeah. Yeah.
Awesome. Is it on that? Are you going to throw it up on that YouTube page?
It'll be on YouTube by tomorrow, yeah.
Sweet. And that was that one that you sent over Was that a text? What was that? I think that was a text. Didn't you give me the... Is it a text?
The account, you mean?
What was that?
Yeah.